cold, open. Some of us are handling the weather way better than others. I've been carrying around this mega-sized hot hands I got in my stocking all day long. Hatley, how have you been weathering the cold?
I've been staying inside. I've barely ventured out in the last 3 days. I have to work out in the cold at my other job, so I try to avoid the cold whenever possible.
Well, we are in the gym, and you are probably listening in the comfort of your home or your car or wherever you may be. Thanks for joining us on RoCo Radio, whether that's on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com, whether you're listening from Eden, Wentworth, or out of state, out of country, wherever you're listening from, we're happy to have you along. Morehead takes on Rockingham County in basketball action. Coming up very shortly is the girls' game. Rockingham County has run onto the court. Morehead about to come out to their cheerleaders on the left side. We're going to take you straight into an interview with head coach of the Morehead Panthers, Corey Gibson. I'm Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio here with Coach Corey Gibson of the Morehead Panthers. Coach Gibson, what did you take away from that Reedsville game? You know, it was a slow start for the first 3 quarters, but then the fourth, your team really exploded. What do you think happened there?
More confidence, more push, coming together and being a lot more confident in their shots and knowing that somebody's always got their back. So it was more teamwork than anything.
So what do you think changes between the third and the fourth quarter? Was that just something that happened naturally, or did they realize, oh, okay, time's running out, we got to switch it on right now?
I think it was just more of looking at the scoreboard and realizing they hadn't met their goal. And at that point, they turned it on to a different level, and then they met their goal, and then it was how much further can we push that goal.
And it seemed like some of your bench was able to come in and really supplement a struggling offense. Do you think that tonight's game against Rockingham County, you're going to need your bench to really step up as well?
Yes. Actually, number 11, Stacy Juarez, a freshman, came in and dropped 11 points that night, had 4 assists, and that wasn't until later in the game. With the teamwork coming from Destiny Minner, Taisha Martin, Tiana Booker, Aaliyah Abernathy, and Stacy, we were able to overcome some of the things we had not had in the first half.
And we talked about this a little bit before, but how important is it for you and your team to get win number 9 for the first time since the 2015-2016 season, as we are in the 2025-26 season?
So with that, I will go ahead and tell you my struggle. As of this week, during the Reedsville game, Destiny Minner had a concussion. So tonight, we are down Destiny Minner. So the bench, speaking about the bench stepping up to the plate, my bench plus the whole team has been challenged. Who steps up and takes that role? And with that being said, Taisha Martin, Nariah Cobb, Tiana Booker, Stacy Juarez, they're all ready to jump in, and they know with Destiny's number of points normally and her actions on defense and rebounds that they have to all come together and score a few extra points, get a couple extra rebounds, and make up the difference.
And are you hoping that somebody steps naturally into that role, or are you going to kind of give somebody some extra prodding and say, hey, I need you to go out there and step up and score 5 points real quick?
I don't think I have to prod. I think as a team, they have understood. They've had this whole week to prepare because she has been out, and they also have had her, but they will have her on the bench for support in a different role. So I think with her on the bench gives them the confidence they need to really step up and do their job.
And lastly, Coach, if I could tell November 1st, Coach Gibson, go back in time, tell November 1st, Coach Gibson, where your team would be at right now, what would you think?
I'll be honest, I would be a little nervous from November, but knowing the camaraderie from November to now and seeing how they started meshing, I feel like it was only up. There's no down for us. We can only go up.
All right, that's Coach Gibson. Thank you so much. Now, to avoid coming off as more stupid than I actually am, let me tell you, these interviews were in reverse chronological order. So we did Jesse Wall interview, then we did Coach Gibson interview. Now, the Jesse Wall interview, we asked him about two of those things. We asked him, all right, how are you going to shut down Destiny Minter? Well, she's not playing, we learned afterwards. How important is health to your team? Well, we learned that you get the gist, okay? You get the gist. It sounds like a horrible question. Now, why did I play it in reverse chronological order then? Wouldn't it be more smart? No. Well, it makes sense because you can go into this interview thinking about Jesse Wall's making the case for why it is such a bad thing that Destiny Minter is out for the Morehead girls. And he's also making the case for why just injuries in general can plague a team's season. So listen to the interview with that in mind and just look, enjoy it. Thank you. I'm Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio here with head coach of the Lady Cougars, Jesse Wall. Coach Wall, Destiny Minter is having a heck of a season. She was great coming into this year. We expected her to be doing as well as she is on the court. What is your plan for containing her in tonight's game?
Well, score the basketball. So it's kind of containing is a good way of putting it because she's going to score some points. She's one thing about Destiny. She's a very good basketball player, but one thing that sticks out when you watch her is just her hustle. She hustles all the time. She's always all over the floor. So it's really just kind of knowing where she's out on the floor, trying to force her into tough shots. I mean, sometimes you hit tough shots, but if you can force her into a lot of tough shots, makes her percentage has to go down. Then we just got to rebound and do what we're supposed to do after that. So we got to force her into some bad ones.
If you had to rate your satisfaction level with the team's performance thus far on a scale of 1 to 10, not saying go back to December and nitpick a performance, but just where your team's at right now as a whole, as a roster, what would you say?
I mean, it's a tough question to answer, probably. I don't think we're anywhere near where we could be. Now, does that mean that we're really bad? No, I'm not saying that. But if we had to put a number on it, I'd probably say somewhere between 6 and 7. Like we're a little bit better than that'll be a good one for the kids if my kids watch this. I'm saying those numbers, but somewhere between there, that's something that I'm kind of leaning to. But we have a lot of room to improve, and we just got to continue to get better.
How important is it that your team, they might not be at full strength, but you haven't caught the injury bug so far. How important is that year over year? You've been at this for a while now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a healthiest survive. You got to have healthy teams. And, knock on wood, everything's been good for us right now. Everybody at this point in the year is bumps and bruised and, sickness is going around. Everybody's going through the same things. But for the most part, we've been pretty healthy. Again, knock on wood. But, it's like I said at the very beginning, I'm a Green Bay Packer football fan. And we snuck into the playoffs. And, we're one of the most beat-up teams in the league. And should have won the game. We blew it. But, you look at it. Healthy teams kind of have more chemistry. Healthy teams have things going through. So you staying healthy is important, and taking care of your body during this time. We practice early in the morning one day, and they're going out to their cars or going out getting ready to leave to go get some breakfast or something, and it's 30 degrees outside. Probably shouldn't go out in shorts and t-shirt. You probably need to wrap up, be warm. Just taking care of your bodies, drinking, eating the right things, doing what you're supposed to.
And what would you say one note of improvement for your team that you want to see in tonight's game?
Oh, it's a lot. But, we want to kind of 3 things I always talk about. I know y'all probably eye roll at me, but, if we can make our free throws, we can rebound the basketball and keep from turning it over, we're going to have a chance to win. That's
Coach Jesse Wall of the Rockingham County Cougars. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
Hatley, what's your thoughts on a fairly outdated interview?
Well, I mean, Jesse, he's pretty consistent with us, and I say it a lot too. I'm in agreement with Jesse on a lot of things when we interview him. Making free throws always important. Rebounding definitely a huge factor in basketball, and taking care of the ball. And I'll add in playing tough defense. And this Rockingham County Cougar basketball team, the girls team, they like to press. They play tight on defense. And Morehead is going to have some struggles tonight trying to break the press with Destiny Minter out for concussion protocol. Somebody's going to have to step up and be able to bring the ball up, break that two-man game that Rockingham County likes to play up in the guard area. You'll have Pruitt and Stripmatter likely up there pressing the ball on the inbound, and they'll struggle to get it up the court. Every team struggles to get it up the court against the Cougars. They don't make anything easy. And that's just the way that they've always played since Coach Wall's been their coach. And I hope I know Coach Gibson said that they'd worked on that some in practice this week. Working with the JV boys team, had them playing defense against the varsity girls team. That's a good preparation.
So we've got county rivalry action, conference rivalry action coming up here for you on RoCo Radio. Wherever you're listening, please subscribe, like the page, and leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We've got Rockingham County Morehead on the way as we get set for the Star Spangled Banner and also for starting lineups. We'll hand it over to the crowd mic.
Here are your starting lineups for this evening's contest. First for the visiting Rockingham County Cougars. Starting at Ford, junior, number 21, Ramey Hargrove. And starting at guard, freshman, number 24, Lena Strickmatter. And at Ford, senior, number 20, Reese Pearl. And then forward, senior number 25, Lady Reb. And then guard, senior number 13, Angel Grace Pruitt. Led by head coach Jesse Wall and assistant coaches PJ Adams, William Adams, and Michael Williams. And here's your starting lineup for the Morehead Panthers. Starting at guard, sophomore, number 1, Tyesha Martin. Starting at forward, freshman, number 2, Kiana Booker. And starting at guard, freshman, number 11, Stacy Warren. And starting at guard, freshman, number 12, Nariah Cobb. And starting at forward, senior, number 23, Alina Abernathy. Mary Sheldon. Once again, the Panthers were attacked on the first division of the 20th.
All right, so they're going to save the Star Spangled Banner for the boys' game, as we just got the starting lineups courtesy of the PA announcer. Rockingham County girls, as usual, Ava Grace Pruitt, Reese Pirtle, Renaya Hargrove, Lena Strickmatter, and Lainey Reb taking the court for Morehead. Minus Destiny Minter tonight. They'll bring out Tyesha Martin, Tiana Booker, Stacey Juarez, Nariah Cobb, and Aaliyah Abernathy. Set to jump at center court is Tiana Booker, along with Reese Pirtle on the Morehead Panther head logo. Pirtle on the left side, and Booker on the right. Height difference here, as Pirtle
about a half a head.
Number 20 bigger than number 2, as they wait for tip-off.
To be fair, Reese Pirtle is taller than a lot of boys players.
And she is smiling from ear to ear right now. Not sure why. As we get set to jump it off. Thanks for joining us. Rockingham County versus Morehead girls basketball action. 8 minutes on the clock in the first. It's tipped to Ava Grace Pruitt. Over to Renaya Hargrove. Tries to throw it under the basket. It's knocked out of bounds by Booker, who got there fast after losing the tip-off.
And pass was intended for Lena Strickmatter, knocked away.
Aforementioned Lena Strickmatter will inbound. Gets it over the top to Pirtle. Pirtle shoots through contact, airballs it. Going the other way will be Tyesha Martin. Martin crosses the timeline for Morehead with 7:48 to go in the first. Stacey Juarez has it now. Now Martin's got it. Inside. Now on the far side, as it is knocked out of bounds by Renaya Hargrove.
Hargrove with that tight defense there, just knocking the ball away as she attempted the cross-court pass.
Now Martin's got it again. She is the sophomore, makes it pass inside. Now Juarez has it out deep. Long three-pointer.
Rebound to Hargrove.
Fails to make it as Lena Strickmatter goes the other way. Number 24 gives it to number 25, Lainey Reb. On the far side, it's AGP. She makes a cross-court pass. Here's the three. Lena Stripmatter fails to cash in. Heading the other way is Morehead now. 0-0 game, 50 seconds in to this girls' varsity action on RoCo Radio. Juarez crosses midcourt, inserted into the starting lineup after a great game against another county rival opponent, Reedsville, the other night, where she scored 11 in a very short time span. It's stolen, though, on the ground by Hargrove, who throws it away to Lena Stripmatter as Stripmatter dribbles across half court. Now to Pruitt, now to Reb. Reb the three from the corner. It's good. And a 3-0 Rockingham County advantage after the first field goal of the night by either team. We've got 6:35 to play in quarter number one as it's stolen by Lena Stripmatter. Makes the extra pass inside. Selfless basketball as Pruitt will score 2. Got a 5-0 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars as Coach Corey Gibson will call a 30-second timeout and regroup with her starters, Taisha Martin, Tiana Booker, Stacy Juarez, Nariah Cobb, and Aaliyah Abernathy. What do you think she's telling them in the huddle right now?
Probably telling them, look, settle down, get into your sets, start moving the ball around, and don't get trapped. Rockingham County has applied that full court trap since the tip, and that's what they do. You know, they've got to start moving the ball around and not rely on one person to try to dribble through two.
And inversely, Rockingham County's taking that to the extreme. Like Lena Stripmatter going inside, she just has passer's vision. Like, she's not looking to score just by shooting it every time. She goes for the extra pass to Ava Grace Pruitt, who had a much easier shot. A lot of players wouldn't see that.
Yeah, it was a great assist on that play, making the extra pass and just getting the easy shot underneath the Pruitt.
Morehead with the ball movement out of the timeout, as you mentioned, but Stacy Juarez will hold on for too long.
Coach Gibson took timeout.
Back-to-back 30 seconds timeouts in the span of about 3 seconds. Now 6:12 on the scoreboard for the first quarter as Rockingham County is up 5-0 on Morehead, and Coach Corey Gibson's not liking what she's seeing. Destiny Minter is out in concussion protocol.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for the Lady Panthers. 20-plus points a game, and they've got to figure out a way to make up that scoring over the next week while she's sitting out with that concussion due to high school basketball regulations.
Nariah Cobb set to inbound as all of the starters remain on the floor for both teams. Looking to get it in. She does get someone on the run, but it's stolen. Taken out of the sky by Renaya Hargrove. Makes the full court pass to Lena Stripmatter, who takes a dribble with the right hand, gives to Reb. Down the near side, pump fake from Pruitt.
What a cross-court pass.
Stripmatter to Hargrove, who has it knocked away from the block by Tiana Booker. Star freshman who can rebound the ball. She plays volleyball as well. As
Reb from the corner.
Tried again, missed it. And the ball bounces off of them like it's pinball. And on the other end, outrunning everybody, Taisha Martin makes the two-pointer. 5-2 ball game now after the layup as Lena Stripmatter brings it down court. Renaya Hargrove set to respond.
Just missed.
But she'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2 after the left-handed through contact shot that sat on the rim and died there before falling off.
Well, foul charge to Stacy Juarez, her first personal. Hargrove will go to the line for 2.
First free throw is off the rim, wide right. Keeping Rockingham County at a 3-point lead with 5:40 to go in the first period. Here comes her second free throw. Under the basket is Booker and Abernathy to rebound for Morehead. Misses it, knocked around. Rockingham County on the floor. Reese Pirtle fighting for the rebound after the miss. It will be a
tied
jump
up
ball,
by Booker.
and it'll go Morehead's way. Here comes the inbound from Nariah Cobb. Almost has it stolen. Juarez has it now. Goes across midcourt, driving.
And she's
losing the ball,
swarmed.
and it's stolen by Hargrove. Renaya Hargrove with the steal. And on the other end, Lena Stripmatter will bring it up. Far side wing, top of the key now. Back to Pruitt. Pruitt cross court to Laney Reb. Reb now to Stripmatter inside, 15-footer from Pirtle.
Rattles out. Good rebound by Hargrove.
And she's fouled again. Went 0 for 2 from the line about a minute ago. She'll head back to the line after the foul. Still a 5-2 lead from Rockingham County.
Been a shooting woes for both teams.
Morehead has failed
Not
to beat
so much
them
for Morehead.
ever since Max Preps goes back. Started recording it in 2005-06. As Hargrove makes the free throw, 6-2 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars. Her second free throw, high arcing but good, making it 7-2. Rockingham County Cougars lead over the Panthers. Inbounding it, trying to get up the court. Great ball movement. Booker's got it. Booker makes the pass, stolen by her teammate Abernathy. And now trying to keep it in bounds was Taisha Martin after the bad pass from Abernathy. She is not able to. Foot on the line. Here comes the inbound from Lena Stripmatter to Laney Reb. No, she won't. She'll give it to Pruitt on this end of the court, who is now stuck in the corner. She gives it up, back to Pruitt. Pruitt the corner three.
Off the
Not
mark.
good. And now heading
Rebound
the other way
to
will be
Booker.
Tiana Booker. Booker gives it up to Taisha Martin. Martin now on the far side wing. Gives it up. And now it's thrown out of bounds through the legs of Martin. Martin's been on the receiving end of some woeful passes.
Sixth turnover for the Panthers versus none for the Cougars so far.
And that's why Rockingham County leads by 5, even though they've had some bad shooting. Pruitt's got it on the far side wing, throws it away.
There's a
Taisha Martin with
turnover.
the steal. Martin trying to outrun everyone again, but she's drawn out by Lena Stripmatter. Has to throw it away. Now her teammates are passing the rock. Juarez has it at the volleyball attack line, gives it to her teammate at the free throw line. They continue the extreme ball movement as it's blocked.
Blocked by Hargrove.
But now Hargrove gets a hand on it as it will stay on Morehead's end of the court. Got some substitutions as now inbounding will be Taylor Cisneros, and joining the court will be number 32, Kara Joyce for the Panthers.
And Booker will head off.
Play call is made. Here's the inbound. Gets it in to Martin. Martin deep two. It's
Another
blocked.
block by Hargrove.
Pirtle gives it to Pruitt. Pruitt, deep pass. Oh, pinpoints it, but Hargrove dribbled it apparently off her foot. They'll say it's staying with Rockingham
Well, it looked
County.
like it went off Abernathy's foot.
Went off somebody's foot. See, that's why they should have team shoes for each team so we could tell. Pruitt inbounds it to Laney Reb. Laney Reb on the elbow, gives it back to Pruitt. Pruitt the three. True. 10-2 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars as Pruitt has 5 points. It's stolen. Pruitt's got it now. She passes inside to Boone. Boone's fouled on the way up. As we've seen AGP do that a couple of times this year on the inbounds. For some reason, they just don't see her, and she steals the inbounds pass right from under their nose.
Yeah, she just lurks right there near the intended recipient and just steps into the passing lane.
Boone's first free throw is good, so she's on the board tonight. But yeah, tally mark in your scorebook as the Rockingham County Cougars go up 11-2. Checking in for the first time tonight is Zoe Hargrove. Ella Brennick's in as well for the Cougars.
Pirtle and Renaya Hargrove are off.
So Ava Grace Pruitt and Lena Strimmer are the only Rockingham County starters on the court now, as it is a missed free throw.
And
Thrown
Boone
back
lines
in
up
by
with it.
Abernathy. Now Pruitt's got it. Up at the top of the key, Brannick loses a handle on it, and now it goes almost out of bounds. Abernathy saves it. Aaliyah Abernathy will dribble the other way. No, she won't. She'll give it to Taisha Martin. Martin will let the offense reset as the Panthers are down 9. Giving it up to Nariah Cobb. Cobb now gives it over to Joyce.
Good quick ball movement.
Extremely quick. Every second. But now it's
Steal
stolen.
by Pruitt.
Ball movement to Lena Stripmatter. Not intended. Stripmatter goes in. Strong off the left side of the backboard.
And no foul called through contact.
As Nariah Cobb dribbles the other way. Now in the near side corner. Inside, Abernathy goes up strong, but too strong off the backboard. Brannick with the rebound. She gives it to Stripmatter, who gives it to Pruitt. Pruitt drops back, gives it to Stripmatter. Now inside, Zoe Hargrove kick out. On the wing, Boone. Inside, Brannick in the paint.
A
Short.
miss. Rebound to Abernathy.
Still 11-2, Rockingham County in command as Morehead dribbles the other way. Taisha Martin gives it inside to Abernathy. Number 23 kicks it out. The three from Cisneros is too strong. Zoe Hargrove with the board. And now Lena Strittmatter will make a full court pass right into the arms of Ava Grace Pruitt, who misses the layup. Going the other way is Taisha Martin. Martin now dribbling around on the far side wing. Gives it up to Abernathy. Abernathy steps into a three-pointer from the wing. No, sir. Ava Grace Pruitt the long rebound. Lena Strittmatter gives it to Boone on the near side. 2-on-2. Inside, Zoe Hargrove makes the layup. It hit the right side of the square, but somehow rolled in, making it 13-2. Rockingham County Cougars with the lead. Here comes the inbound, almost stolen by Boone. Taisha Martin will dribble the other way. Weaving her way in and out of traffic all the way, but it's blocked.
Blocked.
The rejection by Lena Strittmatter, and then she's fouled. Set to check back in for Morehead will be Stacey Juarez and Tiana Booker. And coming off the court for Morehead will be Aaliyah Abernathy and Taylor Cisneros. Lena Strittmatter inbounds to Ava Grace Pruitt with 92 seconds left to play in the first. She'll give it back to Lena. Dribbles across midcourt. Now Boone's got it in the corner. Inside, Zoe Hargrove on the block. Too high off the backboard. Rebound goes to Brannick. It's knocked out of bounds by Taisha Martin. As Lena Strittmatter is set to inbound. Strittmatter gets it into Brannick. Brannick short jumper. It rolls in. Looked short at first. It was not. As she gets a friendly roll, makes it 15-2. Almost stolen by Pruitt again on the inbound. And heading up the court will be Juarez, who's double teamed. Somehow makes it away. Now she's double teamed by another set of Cougars. And it is a jump ball called after Zoe Hargrove gets two hands on the basketball.
And the jump ball will give the ball to the Cougars.
Pruitt makes a deep inbound, but Boone wasn't ready for it.
Boone wasn't even looking.
Boone had her back to the basketball. Nobody in the area. That would have been a wide open dunk. She probably wouldn't have dunked it. Wide open layup.
I mean, at 5'2", I kind of doubt it. But
I don't even know if I'd be able to dunk it.
And that's a guesstimate.
Here comes the inbound from Nariah Cobb.
So 4 Panthers stacked at the volleyball line, and Rockingham County just in their 2-3 zone, not really guarding the inbound.
Yeah, a little bit of a strange
It's like, go ahead, throw it in.
Okay.
We're going to play defense from here.
Stacey Juarez dribbles forward and gives it up to Martin. Martin back to Juarez, almost stolen. She dribbles right. Now to the far side corner, overthrows it, but it somehow goes into Martin's hands. Martin now dribbles in, swatted by Zoe Hargrove. Zoe Hargrove holds on to it, but then throws it through the legs of Lena Strittmatter. I don't know if I saw that right, but it's out of bounds, and it's Morehead basketball with all of the Morehead girls on the other side of the gym. Here comes the inbound. Over to Kara Joyce. Kara Joyce takes a three, in and out. Zoe Hargrove the rebound. She'll give it to Briley Boone. Boone over to Lena Strittmatter, to Pruitt. Back to the freshman, now to Boone in her sophomore year. On the far side corner, it's a three from Pruitt. She hits again. Neither of her three-pointers have hit the rim, and it is now 18-2 Rockingham County.
And Pruitt sitting on 8 points right now in the first quarter.
1 second left. Morehead fails to put up a shot as we head to quarter number 2. An 18-2 Rockingham County lead over the Morehead Panthers. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bowage to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Quarter number 2 on the way here in Eden as Rockingham County is up 18-2. on Morehead on their home court.
And shooting woes for both teams. The Morehead Panthers, 1 of 7, 0 of 4 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Rockingham County Cougars, 5 of 15, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc.
We are here in Eden. Home court advantage really affects the guys' team, but the Morehead girls don't really seem to have that much difference at home or away. And it kind of carries over last year's trend when they won 3 road games and only 1 game in Eden.
Or
They've
excuse
doubled
me,
their
it
win
was
total
6
from
of
last
15.
year.
My bad on that one.
They've doubled their win total from last year already. Whereas Rockingham County, home and road doesn't affect them either. They're 4-1 away, and this is the only road game within 25 miles for them. So they're feeling comfortable here on Morehead's court as they lead by 16. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Ball movement for Morehead. Tossed
Surprised
around.
that wasn't called a travel.
Giving up to Juarez. Juarez has it to Cobb, and
It looked like it was blocked. Pirtle got a piece of it.
you know, I didn't see the block at first, but then it just went a completely different direction. So but I didn't even see a Rockingham County girl in the area. Was she going back to rebound? I don't know.
Yeah, she just kind of jumped in the path of the ball,
Oh,
and
a banked deep 2-pointer makes it 18-4 as Morehead gets on the board in the second quarter.
some Martin with the deep 2, and Reb 3-point attempt off the front iron.
Reb fails on the 3 as Naya Hargrove fouls Nariah Cobb. So in the first 30 seconds of the second quarter, they match their first quarter total, and now they'll bring the ball up the court. Inbound to Leah Abernathy as they try to break the press by Rockingham County. Stacey Juarez has it. Will dribble right, now she'll dribble left.
She's got to get across the timeline.
And it's knocked away by Pruitt into the scorer's table. They still failed to get it across midcourt. Now with 7:10 to go in the second, it's an 18-4 Rockingham County lead. Dribbling ahead is Taisha Martin. Martin dribbles on the Panthers' eyeball as she gives it up to Juarez.
Well, Martin has all 4 Morehead's points.
Now it's knocked away to Abernathy, who gives it back to Juarez in the same exact spot as last time. Up to Martin. Martin to Cobb. Cobb now to Juarez. No, it's stolen. Stolen in a spin move by Lena Strittmatter, doing a fantastic job defensively and guarding it from getting stolen. Now Laney Reb's got it on the near side wing. Dribbles left, gives it up to Strittmatter. Strittmatter to Pirtle. Pirtle inside. Renaya Hargrove is fouled on the way up. You're seeing some trends. You're seeing Ava Grace Pruitt with cross wing passes to Laney Reb, and you're seeing Reese Pirtle tossing it from the elbow to Renaya Hargrove inside.
Well, Abernathy picks up the foul. Renaya Hargrove will go back to the line for her 5th and 6th attempts of the night.
First free throw is short. With 6:28 to go in the second, it is an 18-4 Rockingham County advantage as Renaya Hargrove's struggles at the line continue. This is the second one as well. Not Nariah Cobb, that's Tiana Booker. She almost loses the rebound out of bounds, but she recovers. Now she's got it on the far side, gives it up to her teammate, and Taisha Martin misses the 3. Long rebound will go to her teammate Juarez, though. On the far side, now to Martin. Martin drives through the paint.
Rebound to
She wanted
Reb.
the foul as Pruitt will dribble ahead. Lena Strittmatter's got it. Now to Ava Grace. Back up to Strittmatter. Strittmatter, the 3. 21-4, Rockingham County with the lead. Here's the inbound to Stacey Juarez. Juarez loses it off her own foot, picks it back up, gives it to Abernathy. Back to Juarez. Juarez to Abernathy, who has crossed midcourt finally. Swarmed though by Renaya Hargrove, throws it away to Lena Strittmatter. On the other end, Reese Pirtle gets the long pass, but has it knocked out of bounds by Taisha Martin. They'll say Martin touched it last. As Ella Brannick will check in for Renaya Hargrove. Inbound coming from Lena Strittmatter, who signals the play to her teammates. Looking to get it in, she gets it to the top, Pruitt. Now Laney Reb has it on the near side corner, dribbles left, inside, Brannick. Brannick back out to Reb. Reb goes right, gives it to Pirtle. Pirtle to the freshman on the far side, the three, and she's done it again, 24-4. Rockingham County in the lead as Lena Strittmatter has 2 threes early in the second. 5:05 to go in quarter number 2 as Rockingham County has a 20-point advantage for the first time tonight. Miss on the other end as
Rebound
Rockingham
Strittmatter.
County will rebound. Far side wing up top to Reb. Reb a three. Tries to keep the hot hand
rattled
going
out.
for the Cougars. She cannot.
Rebound to Booker.
Giving up to Martin. Martin, whose ball handling skills have improved vastly since last year, will dribble on the Panthers logo as there is a 2-3 defense for Rockingham County. They're showing no aggression. She dribbles forward, gives it up to Juarez. Juarez has room, passes to her teammate in the corner. Booker will drive along the baseline, gives it up to Cobb. Cobb has it stripped though, and coming away with the steal will be Brannick. Brannick to Pruitt, over to Strittmatter. Strittmatter fakes the shot, inside, Pirtle, spin move, just short. Would have been a highlight reel play if she could have just finished. Now with 4:12 to go in the second, still a 24-4 Rockingham County lead over Morehead as Zoe Hargrove and Bradley Boone get set to check in. Rockingham County still in the 2-3 defense as Juarez will make the pass to the near side corner. Martin is double teamed and Reb tries to rip it away from her. 2 thumbs up from the referee. As Zoe Hargrove and Bradley
I'll tell you,
Boone
that's
check in, and
that's
so
4
will
foot.
Xanariah Simmons.
That's 4'10" versus 5'9", and she gives up probably twice her size.
Yeah, and possession arrow with the Cougars now. As Lena Strittmatter is left wide open for a 3. Can't make him regret it.
Rebound by
Gets the
Hargrove.
rebound. Ball moved around for Rockingham, and now Boone will take the 3 from the near side wing, but misses it.
Rebound
Another
to Brannick.
offensive rebound, though, from Brannick. And now with the rebound will be Xanariah Simmons, who has just checked in. We're halfway through the second quarter. 24-4, Rockingham County with the lead. Dribbling forward will be Taisha Martin. Martin to Juarez on the far side. Juarez to Xanariah Simmons. It's knocked out of bounds. No, she dropped it out of bounds towards the Cougars bench. And now the Cougars will dribble the other way.
Another turnover for the Panthers. I've got them at 13 on the night versus 3 for the Cougars.
You can show somebody that stat instead of the scoreboard, and they'll know how the game's going. Dribbling the other way is Lena Strittmatter for the Cougars with 3:05 to go in the first half. Bradley Boone will take the 3, and she delivers. 27-4, Rockingham County with the lead.
Little 2-man game between Boone and Strittmatter. Extra pass from Strittmatter to Boone for the wide open 3.
Abernathy over to Martin. Martin dribbles across midcourt and gives to Cisneros on the far side.
Dribbles it on the line.
Guarded by Zoe Hargrove and Bradley Boone. 2 underclassmen, and she will dribble out of bounds with the left hand.
Lena Strittmatter will bring it up after the inbound from Boone.
On the near side, Reb takes a 3, and it'll go
Hit the
high
top of
off
the
the rim.
backboard.
They don't call it as Nariah Cobb dribbles the other way. Cobb goes up, and Lena Strittmatter will foul her. We've had a fairly clean game thus far. I mean, aside from Renee Hargrove going to the line a few times.
Well, that was the first foul called on Rockingham County the entire game so far.
And, I mean, Morehead hasn't gotten in foul trouble, per se.
No, they had
on
4
this
team
end.
fouls the first quarter and 1 in the second.
Yeah, so pretty clean game as Rockingham County leads by 23. First free throw is a miss for Nariah Cobb. Destiny Minter is out tonight. Important caveat for this. She is sitting on the bench. Still came out as a team captain, but she's in concussion protocol after the Reedsville game.
Well, Allie Abramson will check in for Laney Reb.
It's her first time on the court tonight. That free throw is a miss. Zoe Hargrove with the rebound and gives it to Boone. Still 27-4 after the unsuccessful trip. Boone's got it on the far side wing. Inside, Brannick makes use of the square. It's now 29-4, Rockingham County.
Great shot for Brannick on the turnaround off the assist from Boone, and that passes directly to Lena Strittmatter.
Strittmatter over to Boone on the far side. Now Abrahamson has it under the basket. Spin moves as she's double teamed. Kicked out. Boone, another 3. Can't connect.
Off the iron.
Rebound to Nariah Cobb. Cobb dribbles forward, swarmed by defenders, gives it to Abernathy. Abernathy with a deep three, making it 29-7. Morehead with their first three-pointer of the night. They're down 22, though, with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Inside to Zoe Hargrove. Out Abrahamson for her first points of the night. Can't hit it. Abernathy, the long rebound, throws it off the left leg of Boone to give Morehead the inbound on Rockingham County's half of the court.
Renee Hargrove will check back into the game for Brannock.
Here's the inbound to Taisha Martin. Martin dribbles forward. And we'll give it to her teammate on the near side wing, number 12. Cross court back to Martin. Martin, quick elbow jumper, missed it. Renata Hargrove the rebound on the right side of the basket. Now on the other end of the court, Allie Abrahamson caught up in traffic. Kick out though, Zoe Hargrove, long two-pointer, backboard rim and out. 50 seconds left in the second quarter as Morehead goes the other way, trying to pick up a little bit of momentum. Here's the shot from Taylor Cisneros. She fails to make that one. Later, Stripmatter gives it up to Boone. Boone thinks about it. Back to Stripmatter. Back to Boone. Boone for three, but she scores 0. Rebound goes to Naraya Cobb. Cobb gives it up to Cisneros. Cisneros behind the back. Nice steal by Stripmatter. Kind of Deontay Neal style, but her momentum carried her out of bounds. 24 and 7/10 of a second to go in the second quarter. Morehead down 22, set to inbound. Abernathy's got it as Rockingham County drops back into 2 or 3, and it's stolen. Renata Hargrove jumps up from behind. 1-on-1. Misses the shot, gets her own rebound, gets it back, missed that shot as well. Boone's got it now. Renata Hargrove, third time's the charm. She's fouled on the way up. She will head to the line to shoot 2. So technically on that possession, she will have 5 shots. Can you imagine if she had taken a 3? 7.6 seconds to go until halftime. 29-7 Rockingham County lead as Hargrove makes the first free throw. It is now 30-7 Rockingham County.
And Hargrove now 3 of 7 from the line tonight. And that's been her 3 points.
She goes 1 of 2 on that trip after making the second one, and they'll call a lane violation. Apparently charged to Taisha Martin, the sophomore for Morehead, who has spent a lot of time on the court.
So Hargrove will get another chance at her second attempt to this trip.
So 6 shots on this possession. Oh my gosh. Misses that one too.
Rebound goes to
Martin's got it. 4.
Martin.
3. Travels through traffic. 1. Got to put it up. She does not. Okay. I don't mean to complain. I have seen a lot of non-buzzer beater attempts in the past few days. In the past few high school games I've covered. Come on, I want buzzer beaters. I want at least attempts. They got to start getting the shots up. So we bring you to halftime. A 30-7 Rockingham County lead as Destiny Minter for the Morehead Panthers is out in concussion protocol. As Rockingham County looks to beat Morehead once again in a very one-sided rivalry between two schools within about 10 miles drive from one another. Maybe I'm off. Maybe it's 15 miles. Jonathan Hatley going to bring you some halftime stats. And we will preview the second half, as well as talking a little bit about what we saw in the first 16 minutes of play. Morehead struggling mightily to get onto the board. They've got 7 points thus far through 16 minutes of action. 2 two-pointers and a 3. I think Taisha Martin's got 4, and Aaliyah Abernathy has 3, but Hadley's going to check me on it as he has been keeping.
You're absolutely correct, Jay.
Yeah, I
Martin with 4, Abernathy with 3.
Get high scoring. Hadley going to bring you some more detailed stats in a moment. So Rockingham County looks for one of their largest wins over Morehead in the Jesse Wall era. It's looking like they're on the way to at least approach that.
Well, let's see here. Morehead Panthers, of course, 4 points for Tasia Martin, 3 points for Abernathy. They were 2 of 13 from the field in the first half, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Booker has 4 rebounds, no points. Cobb has 1 assist, 3 rebounds, no points. Abernathy, to go along with her 2 points, has 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Tasia Martin, 4 points, 2 rebounds, a steal. Stacy Juarez has 1 rebound. And that pretty much rounds out the stat sheet for the Panthers. Over on the Rockingham County side, Lana Stripmatter, 6 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 5 steals, and a block. Ava Grace Pruitt, 8 points, 2 assists, a rebound, 2 steals. Laney Rebb has 3 points, an assist, a rebound. Renaya Hargrove, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Reese Pirtle, no points, 1 assist, 1 block. Briley Boone, 3 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Zoe Hargrove, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and a block. Ella Brannick, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal.
And those stats right there are kind of showing you when you're a team like Rockingham County, you spread the wealth. I think injuries affect you less, but when you're Morehead and Destiny Minter scores, it's not that she scores the most points every night, but it's that without her, it's a extreme struggle for anything to get going. Not her shooting is taken away, but everything. Points,
right. And Tasia Martin has attempted to kind of take over that role. She's taken a lot of shots. She's 2 of 8 from the field. Now having a little bit of a hard time there. But the turnovers are really telling another story. The Cougars turned the ball over 5 times in the first half versus the Panthers 16.
Yeah.
It's just been a lopsided game, and the Cougars being 10 of 32 from the field, 6 of 17 from beyond the arc, they're really not shooting the ball well. They've had a lot of opportunities that they've missed.
But
they've
again,
rebounded well.
Their shots aren't great shots, really. Like they're kind of stepping into crazy threes whenever the 2-3 defense is giving it to them. So Morehead, that is. So
right. I mean, they're open shots for the most part. They're just
but they're
not on target.
They're not great shots. They're open, but they're not. I don't know if that makes any sense. They're open shots, but they don't feel like great shot selections. Like you're open when you're 2 feet behind the three-point line, but they might be giving you a little bit of room because you're not a great three-point shooter. That's not a great shot. So they're
exactly.
taking some
they're heaving up shots that I think a few of the players have thrown up some shots that they probably shouldn't have. Poor shot selection is a good way to put it.
But they don't have many choices. Like Rockingham County is kind of limiting the options.
Oh yeah, and they swarm the basketball, which they've kind of backed off on during the latter part of the second quarter. They dropped into a 2-3 zone and were just giving the Panthers space, and Panthers still were having issues with shooting the basketball. It's just been a one-sided game, and the team that's on the better side hasn't played their best basketball.
But as I was saying, when you lose Destiny Minter and you're a star-centric team, this isn't college or the pros where you kind of choose your team and what you want to be centered around. So, I mean, it just comes with it that if you've got a player like Destiny Minter, you also have to deal with the fact that losing her is detrimental to the team. But when you're Rockingham County, I mean, not to say that they could lose a player or two and be fine, but Rockingham County, we were talking about this pregame. Rockingham County is one of those teams that if before the game I laid out the score totals for each player, but I didn't tell you who they were. So if I say, okay, one of them's got 15, one of them's got 12, one of them's got 8, another's got 7, and one's got 6. And I told you all, okay, in the comments, go ahead and list who those players were. Who had 15, who had 12, who had 8, who had 7, who had 6. There'd be like 12 different combinations that would at least make sense, because Rockingham County is such a collaborative effort, and anybody can explode one night. They're very unselfish. They don't look like they're going for the points for themselves. You saw it under the basket. Lena Strimatter gives it up to Ava Grace Pruitt when she had the shot. So, look, Rockingham County is just a more well-rounded basketball team than most are.
Yeah, very spread the wealth type of basketball team, unselfish, and you know, we've talked to Coach Wall about that a little bit early in the season, and, you know, he's still kind of looking for that player who, if he needs 20 points out of somebody, will step up and give it to him on a given night. They play so unselfish. They're always wanting to get their teammates involved, and they just don't have that presence that can step in and take a game over completely. You know, they don't have a Deontay Neal style player. They don't have a Paul Kaufman style player. And granted, this is girls versus boys. They don't have a Destiny Mentor style player.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, it's very share the wealth, and, you know, who's got the hot hand on any given night. And when no one really has a hot hand, they can struggle.
Absolutely right. But let's give our flowers. We already said this, but Taisha Martin is doing a pretty good job maneuvering her way in and out. They seem to have no answer for it. Just no shots are falling. If the shots were falling, this would be a different story. Shots aren't falling, but Taisha Martin's doing a great job, and I've been thoroughly impressed with how she's performed.
Well, Taisha Martin is extremely quick on her feet, and she's got good straight line speed. Rockingham County doesn't have the answer for that. You don't want to step in the path because you risk getting called for the foul, and they don't really have the straight line speed to keep up with her. She's extremely fast, especially for her height. You know, she's out there about 4'11", 5 foot even. She's a small player, but she's quick.
Maybe that's why Rockingham County is playing a more conservative 2-3 defense, because they don't want to be burnt.
And part of it could be that they've got a 23-point lead and they want to work on alternate looks for the playoffs. You know, they're preparing for down the road, and some teams you're going to have to play zone against. You can't press everybody, especially if they've got more speed than you.
So you're saying because they lead by 23, they thought it'd be funny to go into a 2-3 defense just for the irony of it?
No, it's not an irony thing. It
was a joke. 2-3-2-3. Okay, it was a crappy joke. All right.
I mean, you know, there's no better situation to work on things than in a game when you've got a good lead. You know, you can, you know, if they wanted to experiment with running a 1-3-1, now would be the time to do it. If you want to go into a 2-1-2 defense, now would be the time to do it. If you want to start running the box and one on offense, now would be the time to work on it. You know, you go out with different looks in these game situations, and you're not having to play against your second string in practice. You're actually getting to do it in a game situation.
Absolutely right. I see what you're saying, and it makes a lot of sense why they would do that. So if you're listening on Facebook, Parish Southern has left a like, and you haven't, okay? If your name isn't Parish Southern, you haven't left a like. Leave a like. Leave a love. Look, you can leave a heart. You can even laugh at us. We've had some.
We get a lot of laugh reacts.
It's at us, not with us. You can usually tell, but it's okay. We just want reactions. It's fine. So go ahead to YouTube and subscribe there, and you can comment there. Or if you prefer Facebook, you can go there, follow us there, and leave a love. Head to the comments. You can also listen on RoCoRadio.com, or you could head to Substack. Substack, more of a writing platform, but we have been adding our live broadcast to it, and Substack has started doing video. There's some, like Ethan Strauss, he's a great writer, but he publishes his podcast to Substack as well. So it's exploding as a video platform in the past couple of years. So you can join there as well and listen on Substack, and I believe you can comment.
Yeah, we've never gotten any comments off of Substack that I'm aware of. We've always gotten them off of YouTube and Facebook, and we appreciate every comment. We try to be interactive with the broadcast. It's a little bit tougher with basketball. We can't always look away from the action to check the comments, but when we get stoppages, we can look. And the Panthers will get the basketball for the second half as we come out for the third quarter. Starters back on the floor for both teams.
Rockingham County leads by 23 as Tasia Martin takes the rebound from Morehead. She dribbles forward. She's got more than half her team's points. Giving it up to Abernathy. Abernathy holds on and will give it to Nariah Cobb. Cobb kick out. Now back up top to Martin. Martin now to Stacy Juarez. Guarded one-on-one by Evergrace Pruitt. More aggressive defense from Rockingham County coming out of the half. Renara Hargrove guarding Martin, and now it's tipped away on the pass. Morehead somehow ends up with it after a chaotic sequence.
I'll tell you, it's a strange look having Hargrove up top rather than playing in the forward position.
Pirtle guarding Abernathy, and under the basket, Pruitt almost is scored on by Stacy Juarez, gets a bad bounce, but fouled will be Tiana Booker, who will head to the line to shoot two after Lena Stripmatter fouls her.
I couldn't tell who they called the foul on.
It was Stripmatter. They said number 24.
Well, that'll be her first. And Tiana Booker will be shooting her first free throw attempts, and the air ball is the first.
Here comes her second free throw attempt. Under the basket for Rockingham County, got Renaya Hargrove on the far side, Reese Pirtle on the near side. Nariah Cobb, Leah Abernathy going to try to get it from Morehead. It will fall to
Rebound
none of those
to Lena
players.
Stripmatter.
Lena Stripmatter's got it. 3 players away from the basket. Now Pruitt's got it near side corner over to Reb. They've got it on this side of the court for the first time in this half. It is thrown away just a little bit too high.
Too tall for Reese Pirtle. That's not something that you say a lot.
Yeah. Fairly uncommon. Here's the inbound to Stacy Juarez.
Well, when you airmail a 6-footer, that's a bad pass.
I would say so. Knocked away by Reb, back into the backcourt. Juarez receives it. Now gives it up to Martin. Martin now to Abernathy, near side corner. Pump fake, dribbles left, gives it to Juarez. Thrown away. Morehead still with it. They've gotten some lucky bounces. They might be down a lot. They've had some fortunate rolls. Here's the long 2-pointer in and out. No fortunate rolls with the basket, though. It goes in and out as Pruitt's got it near side. Now Pruitt back to her, 3-pointer. She cashes in again, 33-7, as Pruitt drills her third 3 of the night.
And Lena Stripmatter with her 6th assist on that play. Just the extra pass, finding a wide open Ava Grace Pruitt.
33-7 now, as dribbling on the other side, trapped in the corner, will be Morehead. Laney Reb gets another jump ball. She has been all in the area tonight.
And the ball will go with the Cougars now. Cobb gets trapped and tied up.
Inbound as Stripmatter will dribble forward. Stripmatter usually inbounds to a teammate who passes it back to her. She'll dribble up all by herself as Morehead is now in the 2-3. Laney Reb on the far side wing. Cross wing pass to Pruitt. Now at the top. Under the basket, kick out. Reb the 3. Can't do it. As Tasia Martin will dribble forward for the Morehead Panthers.
Another
Morehead
rebound
Panthers
to Booker, her 6th.
down 33-7. Oh, the Morehead Panthers.
Oh, stuffed by Reese Pirtle.
Ava Grace Pruitt has it on the far side. Gets it to Reb. Back to Pruitt. Pruitt thinks about it. Gives it over to Stripmatter. Stripmatter dribbles back out. Now gives it to Pirtle. Pirtle connects.
Good quick shot from Pirtle. She's got such a fast release.
Short 2-pointer. We'll make it 35-7. Rockingham County with a football score over Morehead. And Renaya Hargrove
just reaches in and takes it.
Just jerks it out of the arms of Tasia Martin. Pruitt near side. Back up to Stripmatter. Stripmatter thinks about it. Has to give it to Reb. Now to Pruitt, near side corner, on the block. It's Pirtle. Back out to Stripmatter. Stripmatter the spin move into Pirtle. Pirtle loses it on her foot. Stripmatter saves it at the wing. Now she dribbles inside, makes the pass, Pruitt under the basket, back out to Pirtle. Pirtle takes a rare three, and
That's
she will
two.
connect.
That's two. Referee signaled two. It was a deep two, but a two.
As far as you can get without it counting for three, makes it 37-7. 30-point lead for Rockingham County.
And that's stolen by Pruitt.
AGP dribbles the other way, 2-on-4. But she's wide open for another long two. Same spot as Pirtle, a little bit forward, and she makes it 39-7 for the Rockingham County Cougars.
Well, AGP with 13 points now.
On the near side is Taisha Martin. Martin gives it up, and it's tipped into the sky. Almost stolen. Mariah Cobb saves it. Cobb, the two, misses it.
Easy rebound to Strip Matter. She was the only one under the basket.
Gives it up to Pruitt. Pruitt gives it to Reb. Reb pump fakes. Drives, puts it up. She's fouled. Went for the underhanded lay-in.
Looks like that's going to go against Booker. Or no, it was on Cobb, and that's her third.
Lainey Reb at the line. She played through an injury in December last year. They say it couldn't get any worse, so she waited until after the season to get surgery, missed the softball season.
Yeah, had to have shoulder repair surgery. Missed all of softball season as a result. And hits her first at her first trip to the line.
November, we talked to Coach Wall. He said that she was still getting comfortable. I think it's fair to say she's gotten comfortable now as she makes free throw 2 of 2. Bradley Boone will check in for Reb. As it is 41-7, Cougars in command with 3:39 to go in the third.
Reb has 5 points. Now Pruitt will pick up Abernathy up top.
Cobb loses it out of bounds. Not a huge effort there, is it?
Another turnover. That is 20 turnovers for the Panthers.
Dribbling forward will be Boone. Boone crosses the timeline, full steam ahead. No look pass to Pruitt, back up to Boone. Boone over to Lila Johnson, who's checked in for apparently the first time tonight. Now Pruitt's got it, near side corner, quick three.
Oh, nice shot. Good assist there from
44-7.
Johnson to Pruitt in the corner. And Pruitt 4 of 5 from three-point range tonight.
Incredible. Mariah Cobb's got it, gives it to Abernathy. Now near side, it'll be Kara Joyce. They continue to swing the rock around the perimeter. And a deep three from Cisneros.
Wow.
What a job. And they have finally put themselves on the board 5 minutes into the second half. Pruitt's got it near side wing.
What a cross-court pass.
Lila Johnson to Boone. Now inside, Zoe Hargrove, triple team, kick out. Lila Johnson, long two from the corner.
Nice shot.
47-10, Rockingham County. They only gave her 1 point for that one. Now, I think it was far enough back to count as a two-pointer. They'll say 46-10. No, they were right. No, I've lost my mind. It was 44 before that. I'm struggling. On the near side, it is Zenariah Simmons. What a throw. It almost hit the ceiling, and this is a high gym ceiling. But he's thrown out of bounds. That would have busted through the roof of most of the games we cover.
And another Morehead turnover will give the ball back to the Cougars. And we've got a running clock with the 36-point lead.
Here comes the inbound as Bradley Boone dribbles forward. Allie Abrahamson takes the three. The lefty
Short.
misses it. Ella Brannick throw the rebound. Cleanup crew gets the ball stuck between the rim and the backboard as she will head to the line to shoot two. Zoe Hargrove tried to jump and knock it. She missed by a lot.
You mean one of the officials couldn't jump up there? Come on, guys.
Zoe
We got this guy over here. He's like 6'4". He can't get up there and get it.
At least try. I mean, Zoe Hargrove, who is clapping for the referee, who actually gave it an attempt.
Well, Ella Brannick will step to the free throw line for her first time tonight.
Brannick.
That may have kissed the front of the rim, but it didn't look like it.
As the clock is rolling, Yeah, went way too high.
And subs coming on.
Melita says in the comments, get a boom. Okay, Melita, it's much easier to get a basketball and just knock it out than get a boom. Brannick will make the second free throw to make it a 47-10 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars.
Martin will bring it up, walk it up.
Slowing it down with 25
as the
seconds to go
Cougars
in the
drop
third.
into the 2-3.
Gives it up to Juarez. Juarez to the corner. Thinking about his Booker, guarded one-on-one by Boone. Now up to the top, and it's stolen. Goes to Patience Lynn.
Patience Lynn. First time we've called her name tonight.
Abrahamson steps out of bounds.
Traveled.
No, she didn't. There was a travel.
Well, that's going to be the end of the third.
We head to quarter number 4, a 47-10 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars over the Destiny Mentorless Morehead Panthers. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bowage to square tube and to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. 8 minutes to go in the ball game, a 47-10 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars over the Morehead Panthers. As Destiny Mentor is in concussion protocol tonight for the Panthers. Panthers wearing their white uniforms, white jerseys, white shorts. Got Morehead written across the chest in black, lined by red, and then a red number underneath that. Rockingham County wearing their black uniforms, got white Rockingham written across the chest. County written below the number is below Rockingham name. As a quick three is put up off the backboard. Abernathy, though, gets it and banks it in. 47-12. As Morehead has struggled to score tonight. They haven't scored more than 4 points in a quarter. Boone's got it. Gives it to Lila Johnson in the corner. Back up to Boone. Boone inside. Brannick goes up, and she missed it. Going to the other side will be Taisha Martin. Martin holds on. Martin gives it up to Juarez. Abernathy, the three. Airballs it. Boone touched it with her right hand. Probably shouldn't have done that. It was going to go out of bounds.
Oh, she went down hard on that knee, too. Came up limping.
And Zoe Hargrove and Lena Strittmeyer will check in. Boone will get a rest. Brannick will head to the bench as well for the silver and black. Here comes the inbound. Taylor Cisneros gets it in. No, she doesn't. Zoe Hargrove with the steal. Hargrove to Johnson, over to Strittmeyer. Strittmeyer, the star freshman, with a prestigious last name in Rockingham County, has it in the corner. Abrahamson, over to Johnson. Johnson back to Abrahamson. Here's the southpaw, driving, putting it up. It'll roll.
Oh, Drano.
49-12. 37-point advantage for the Cougars. Here's Stacy Juarez on the Panther logo. Near side, three. Cisneros way off as Patience Lynn rebounds. Gives it up to Allie Abrahamson, her teammate in soccer, who will now give it to Lila Johnson. Now on the far side corner, a three from Johnson is off the mark. Rebound goes to Tiana Booker, who will give it up to Stacy Juarez. Juarez overthrows it. I believe it was tipped. The referees disagree. Just as my mind is disagreeing with me right now. I don't know what happened. They disagree too. It's like
it got overridden. It said it was tipped. So
that was like my two brain cells arguing in that moment. That was rough. I saw it in real time. Here comes the inbound for Cisneros.
If I had to rub two brain cells together, I couldn't start a fire.
Juarez has it, gives it to Abernathy. Abernathy inside, knocked away, but holding on.
Booker comes away with it.
Now on the far side wing, a three-pointer is missed by Martin. It was off of Reb, but then Booker knocked it down. Yeah. We've seen a lot of misjudging who touched the ball last on each side of the court. Both teams have done this. And now Lila Johnson for the Cougars will bring it up as a result. Gives it to Allie Abrahamson. Abrahamson inside to Brannick. Brannick, spin move.
And that's blocked. Abernathy with the block.
Here comes the inbound from Lila Johnson. Johnson holds on, gives it to her fellow all-conference golfer for the Cougars, Ella Brannick. Now in the corner, it's Johnson. Johnson holds on inside to Brannick once again. He goes through her legs, stolen. But
Stolen
she's on
by
the ground.
Booker.
Got to get it away. Brannick steals it back. No, she doesn't. Jump ball. Just standing up, holding on to it as Booker holds on to it from the ground over her head and has it pulled up.
And the jump ball will favor the Cougars.
49-12, we've got a running clock with 4:14 to go in this final quarter. On the far side, Abrahamson sidesteps on the pump fake, short. Rebound goes to Taisha Martin. Martin is going to sling Abrahamson. That sounded more violent than it was. Abrahamson was going for the ball, didn't get the jump ball. She went flying. Martin's got it now as Rockingham County dropped back into a 2-3, but a more aggressive one with Abrahamson and Johnson on the perimeter. Almost stolen, but Juarez has it after splitting two defenders. Now in the corner, Booker gives it up to Cisneros. Up top to Juarez at the volleyball attack line. Now giving it up to her teammate, Taisha Martin, who dribbles out of traffic, gives it to Cisneros. Cisneros almost has it stolen. Throws up a hook shot, and it's blocked.
That was a wild shot. Brannick on the block.
Going the other way is Johnson. Johnson now picks up her dribble, gives it to Abrahamson on the short corner. Back out, Johnson. Three-pointer. 52-12, the Rockingham County Cougars lead by 40 for the first time tonight. Now on the other end, it is
Booker
on the ground.
On the ground with it.
Booker kicks it out to Juarez from the ground. Number 11 gives to number 1. Inside, back out.
She's got to get out of the lane.
Abernathy gives it to Juarez on. Well, Taisha Martin will take a deep three from the wing. She missed
Rebound to Brannick.
Lila Johnson dribbles the other way. 52 points for Rockingham County, 12 for Morehead. Abrahamson inside to Patience Lynn. Patience Lynn, kick out Johnson. Now Reb, top of the key, three-pointer. Airballs it. 2:21 to go in quarter number 4.
Reb with her 8th three-point attempt of the night. She's made 1.
Here comes Stacy Juarez for the Morehead Panthers. Down by 40 are the red and white. Juarez waiting for the play to develop, showing some frustration on her face. As Juarez takes a long three-pointer, and it looked like it was going to go in for a second, but Boone will come away with the rebound. Johnson's got it. Abrahamson under the basket all by herself with the left hand. Making use of the backboard, making it 54-12, Rockingham County. Taisha Martin's got it. Martin, spin move, kick out. Juarez, the three. Missed it. Bradley Boone's got it now. Boone dribbles right. And passes inside. Zoe Hargrove.
Oh, off the hands of Hargrove. Unforced error and turnover for the Cougars. They're 9th of the night.
Dribbling the other way is Juarez.
We've got 56 seconds left on this running clock.
Juarez has it, gives it up. And now the three-pointer misses as Hargrove holds on. Going the other way is Bradley Boone. Boone gives it up to Allie Abrahamson. Abrahamson under the basket. Whoa!
Oh!
Under the basket. And one as she throws it backwards through contact.
Reverse layup, Abrahamson.
I don't even think she was looking at the goal. And it's now 56-12, Rockingham County. They lead by 44.
And that one's off the mark.
Three-point play.
Rebound goes to Martin.
On the other side, three-pointer for Morehead. Switched
Oh!
it. Abernathy with the triple as the clock will expire. A 56-15 victory for the Rockingham County Cougars with their first 41-point victory in this rivalry. Their largest win in the rivalry in the Jesse Wall era is 48. That happened in 21-22. And now Jesse Wall, leading the Cougars, improves to 17-0 against Morehead. And the Rockingham County Cougars have won 29 county games in a row, one short of 30. A massive win for the Cougars. Obviously, a little bit of an asterisk in the book, though, as Rockingham County came in at full strength and Morehead was down their best player, Destiny Minter, who really helps get the offense going. And she's the quarterback of the team. Without her, she shows her worth. 56-14, though, an impressive victory. One of their highest scoring, Rockingham County. I think this is their third highest scoring game against Morehead in the Jesse Wall era. But again, giant star beside all of these stats because Destiny Minter was out.
Well, for the Morehead Panthers, 15 points. Abernathy with 8, Martin with 4, Cisneros with 3. Booker had 8 rebounds and a steal. Cobb an assist and 3 rebounds. Abernathy an assist, 4 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks to go along with her 8 points. Martin an assist, 4 rebounds, and a steal to go along with her 4 points. Juarez with 1 rebound, and Cisneros with 3 points. Over on the Rockingham County side, Lena Stripmatter, 6 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 steals, and a block. Ava Grace Pruitt leads the way, 16 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals. Laney Rebb with 3 points, an assist, a rebound. Renee Hargrove, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Reese Pirtle, 4 points, 1 assist, 2 blocks. Briley Boone, 4 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Zoe Hargrove, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Allie Abramson, 6 points, 1 assist. Ella Brannick, 5 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Lila Johnson, 5 points, 2 assists. And Patience Lynn on the stat sheet with 2 steals on the night. Just a very good overall effort by the Rockingham County Cougars. Despite some not great shooting, they come out with the victory, 56-15.
That's their largest win over the Morehead Panthers since the 21-22 season when they won by 48. Got boys action coming up next. Morehead versus Rockingham County in a rivalry game. We caught up with Morehead Panthers head coach Damian Price prior to the game. Listen in. I'm Jay Ramey with Coach Damian Price of the Morehead Panthers. Coach Price, your team has played an insane strength of schedule. The teams you've lost to a combined 72% win percentage. How important is it to have those tough games under your belt going into a county rivalry action like this?
Initially, I thought, making that schedule that tough, that it would really pay off. I still think it's going to pay off, but I would definitely like to have a few more wins. We're not battling at full strength, but that's no excuse. I'm hoping that it should help us going down the road.
Do you think that having more wins would improve your team's confidence level, and is that why, or are you more focused on like playoff standings, things like that?
No, it's more confidence. Win is kind of like a trophy showing how much work you put in. I don't think our record really indicates how hard we worked and how much better we gotten since the beginning of the season. I think we've gotten better every game, at some aspect of the game.
So you say the thing that improves your team's confidence is the wins. Do you think that the win coming against a county opponent might kind of give your team an extra energy boost with the confidence?
I think so. If you look at in the past, one good win, regardless of who it's against, it could catapult you and kind of build your confidence and teams get the rolling. I'm just hoping that's tonight we can come out here with a win.
What do you think you need from your team offensively to get that win tonight against Rockingham County?
We'll have to limit our turnovers. Definitely knock down some shots. I know they play a lot of zone, and every team we played is pressed and, really pressed man to man. Hopefully we get some open looks tonight and show how well we can shoot the ball.
And what do you want to see defensively?
Get some stops. I think we played, aside from one game, I think we played really, really good defense, especially in a set defense. Our problem has been corralling the ball, getting the rebounds, teams getting second, third chance on it. That's what's really been breaking our back lately.
All right, that's Coach Price of the Morehead Panthers. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All right, so there's a couple of things to look out for in this game that are going to be major factors. First off, this game's at Morehead. That's very important. Morehead is 3-3 at home, and in total, if you add all those games together, the scores and everything, they're outscoring opponents. On the road, though, they're 0-7, and they're losing by an average of 29 points per game. Insane home and road discrepancy. Obviously, you got to factor in different things like, who is sick, who is injured, who they're playing. But overall, 3-3 versus 0-7 is kind of crazy. Whereas Rockingham County is 0-5 on the road, and they're losing those games by an average of 39-73. These are two teams that feed off their home crowd, and Morehead has got the advantage here. You can hear the band, I'm sure. There's cheerleaders here. They always pack out Morehead's gym. In a smaller gym, this would feel like more of a packed house than it feels like right now. And Morehead's got the advantage in that sense. Morehead's also got the historical advantage. They're 13-3 against Rockingham County against under Coach Tubbs. Now, last year kind of changed that. Rockingham County in the senior season of Dynamite Johnson was able to end the 10-game win streak in the series by Morehead in a thriller 84-80 overtime victory here on this very court. But to reinforce my earlier point that away and home matters more in this rivalry, it took them overtime to win the game here, but they won by 19 on their home court in Wentworth. So home and away is going to be a major factor here. So you got to give the edge there to Morehead. Looking at both of these teams, we talked a little bit about the strength of schedule with Coach Price, but Rockingham County's dealt with the same struggle. These are two teams that have had like a weirdly similar strength of schedule. So if you look at Morehead, the teams they beat, both of these teams, their best win comes against Bethany Community, who's only 6-9. So your best win comes against a team with a 40% win percentage. In Morehead's wins, the teams they faced in those games win an average of, they've won 32% of their games. And Rockingham County's opponents' win percentage combined of the teams they beat is 32% as well. In Morehead's losses, those have come to teams with an insane 72% win percentage. And in Rockingham County's losses, those have come against teams with a 72.9% win percentage. Morehead, total strength of schedule, teams have a 63.2% win percentage that they face. Rockingham County, 66.9%. These are teams that faced insane schedules. They look a lot different than last year, and we're going to have to give the home advantage to Morehead, but this could be a thriller.
Yeah, it absolutely could. Both teams have struggled. I mean, the entire season. Their biggest wins coming against another county team in Bethany Community. Not one that we've gotten the opportunity to cover this year. And just the struggles with both teams have been glaring this year, especially for the Cougars. Coming off a playoff season last year, led by Dynamite Johnson, and they lost basically every starter that they had from last year's team other than James Thomas.
Yep.
Morehead, they're returning some guys that played last year. Titus Woods, the big catalyst in their on their team offensively and defensively. Roy Thompson, a big-time playmaker at times. Kevin Corum, their sniper from the outside. And Aiden Haygood has stepped up into a starting role for these Panthers and has done well. He's a big presence underneath, a big body down there. Doesn't have the height that some of the guys on Rockingham County has. Goolsby, he's a tall player, but he doesn't have the bulk that Haygood does. That's going to be a battle down low. And I think the guard play here tonight is going to make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Titus Woods is going to have a big game playing at the point, and James Thomas will probably be assigned with guarding him. And then we had Zaylen Hargrove in our last game emerged as a starter for the Rockingham County Cougars. And he's a good athlete and a good playmaker. So this could very well be a very interesting matchup. Could come down to the wire.
Here comes the Star Spangled Banner and the starting lineups. Brought to you by Morehead, PA.
Ryan Helen, Vince
I'm in.
and Stan Stanford. Please rise as we enter America for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, special thanks to Morehead's High School Band for that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner As Morehead gets on the court, sure you heard it. Kevin Corum, Titus Woods, Riley Thompson, Tavion Peterson, and Aiden Haygood lining out the starting lineup for Morehead. Zaylin Hargrove, Ladarius Dillard, Nick Goolsby, James Thomas, and Ty Begley will be Rockingham County's starters. At midcourt to jump it will be Roy Thompson and Nick Goolsby. Both wearing number 5, Roy Thompson, the 6'1", 180 senior, and Nick Goolsby, the unlisted height, unlisted weight junior. Roy Thompson will tip it over to Titus Woods. Woods drives, full steam ahead, kick out to Corum. 5 seconds in, it's chaos, stolen by Goolsby. And Goolsby will slow it down briefly for the Cougars, wearing their gray away uniforms as he takes some words of instruction from Eddie Anglero. It's Ladarius Dillard. Dillard gives it to Thomas on the cut, who lays it in with his right hand on the left side of the basket. 2-0 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars. Titus Woods dribbles the other way, half a minute into the ball game. He loses it in the backcourt, has to make the pass to Thompson. Thompson to Haygood, and Haygood will bank it in. A broken play turns into 2 points. We're tied up at 2 apiece. 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Ladarius Dillard holds on as he's guarded one-on-one by Kevin Corum. Corum swarms him. It's given over to Goolsby. Goolsby guarded by Thompson. Goolsby now dribbling right, takes an elbow jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound though, Zaylin Hargrove, kick out. James Thomas the 3. He can't score. Rebound though, fight for it on the ground. I believe that's Dillard, but he has it stolen by Tavion Peterson, who also had an interception for Morehead's football team this year. Aiden Haygood has it on the other end. He gives it to Woods. Woods dribbling up at the top of the court. Giving to Corum, back to Woods. Now number 15's got it for Morehead. Woods to Corum. Dribbles forward. They continue to pass it back and forth amongst themselves. Now inside to Haygood. Back up to Woods. Now Corum will take a 3. The southpaw misses. Going the other way is James Thomas.
Rebound was Begley.
Thomas now drives inside, has it stolen. Tavion Peterson going the other way. He's got Thompson in front of him, but he'll take it himself. Blocked off the backboard. They will say that it had hit the backboard first. So it'll be goaltending. 4-2 lead for the Morehead Panthers. Ladarius Dillard, who is back in the starting lineup for the Cougars, will dribble forward. Picked up at midcourt by Kevin Corum. Dillard, the junior, gives it to Thomas. Thomas to the far side corner. It's Dillard. Now Thomas goes right. Gives it up to Dillard. Dillard misses the 3. Knocked around. Zaylin Hargrove comes up with it. Puts it up from 13 feet out. Misses it off the back iron. Corum over to Haygood. Haygood over to Corum. Back to Haygood. Haygood the 3. Can't hit the triple. Rebound goes to Ty Begley. Ty Begley fights for it. Now Dillard's got it. Goolsby, a wing 3, short. Rebound goes to Haygood. Still 4-2, Morehead with the lead. Trying to extend it is Thompson. Thompson passes inside. Corum up and under. It's good. Morehead leads by 4. Dribbling up is Ladarius Dillard, guarded by Corum. Ty Begley takes the triple and is short. Rebound goes to Titus Woods, who is fouled, apparently by Ladarius Dillard, as he tried to pass it over to Calvin Corum.
Yep, foul charge to Dillard. First personal, first team.
Titus Woods will dribble forward, and he makes the play call with a hand signal in the backcourt. Number 3 guarded by number 3. He passes into Haygood. Haygood has it swatted by Goolsby, who taps it over to Ladarius Dillard, who will score on the other end to cut the deficit in half for Rockingham County Cougars. A heads-up play for Nick Goolsby. Woods has it. Woods gives it to Corum. Corum back to Woods. Now Tavion Peterson holds on. He'll give it to Corum on the near side wing. Corum back over to Titus Woods. Woods to Corum. over to Peterson. And on the far side corner along the baseline, Woods in and out of traffic, gives it to Corum, over to Woods. Woods drives. Off the backboard, missed it. Rebound, though, goes to Peterson. Number 15 loses it, and it'll go out of bounds. They'll say it was off of Rockingham County last.
Good Euro on the shot attempt from Woods, just didn't fall. And we got the boss man in the comments, Joe Dexter.
Inbound from Woods to Corum. Corum back to Woods. Woods will drive along the baseline, runs into a brick wall, but he somehow powers through, gives it to Haygood. Haygood misses the layup, and he's fouled after getting the rebound. Goolsby's got his hands on his head. He can't believe it. As Morehead still leads by 2 points, but now that will put Haygood at the line with 3.5 to play in the first quarter.
Well, Goolsby will pick up the foul to put Haygood on the line.
His first free throw hits the back iron and misses, leaving it a 2-point lead for Morehead. His second attempt, though, will roll in. Hit the rim 4 or 5 times, but it will eventually fall, making it 7-4, Morehead Panthers. Ladarius Dillard dribbles. Oh, my gosh. And gives it to Thomas. Now Goolsby's got it far side. Zaylin Hargrove puts it up. Crazy shot.
Wild shot.
Yeah, Roy Thompson comes away with the rebound, though. Gives it to his teammate Woods. Back to Thompson. Senior to the senior. Thompson has it blocked. Blocked by Zaylin Hargrove. Now Dillard's got it ahead, and he will lay it in and one as Woods comes in with a late foul. I am sure he regrets. And now Rockingham County with a chance to tie it again, as it is 7-6. Practicing his shot before it's given to him is Dillard. Now he will put it up, and it'll fail to connect.
And Corum comes away with the rebound.
So Woods goes the other way as he is imploring his team to hustle. Thompson's got it. Tavion Peterson, the three, in and out. Goolsby the board. Gives it to Dillard. Dillard now over to Thomas. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby the three. It's in. And Rockingham County takes a 2-point advantage. It's 9-7 in favor of the Rock. Tyus Woods will give it inside to Thompson. Back out, Tavion Peterson. He responds with a three of his own. Back-to-back lead changes. It's 11-9. Morehead Panthers with the lead. Excuse me, it is 10-9. Morehead Panthers. On the other end, James Thomas tried to keep the threes flowing, but he missed it. Here comes Woods the other way. Woods will put it into the hands of Haygood under the basket, who puts it up and misses it again. He's missing some inside paint shots as Thomas gives it up to Dillard. Back to Thomas. Far side, it's Ty Begley. Begley drives right into traffic, and it's stolen by Pearson. 2-on-1. Pearson and Corum versus Thomas. Up and under the basket. Peterson takes it himself to make it 13-9 or 12-9 Morehead. Ladarius Dillard crosses midcourt, guarded one-on-one by Kevin Corum. On the far side corner, it is Goolsby. Goolsby gives it up. Zaylin Hargrove, the two, is through. And now it's 12-11. Rockingham County within one once again. We're 7 minutes into the ballgame. Close one here in Eden as Tavion Peterson. He is having himself a first quarter. Will drill the three from the near side corner. A 15-11 lead after number 15 scores again. 1:04 to go in the first.
Tavion Peterson with 10 points for the Morehead Panthers so far.
Eddie Anguero not happy with his team. So Tavion Peterson doing a great job. He's hit 2 threes, and he's taking it all the way to the hole himself twice now. .64 seconds left in the first quarter. A 4-point advantage for the Morehead Panthers on their home court in Eden. Here comes the inbound from James Thomas to Ladarius Dillard, who will carry it forward for the Rockingham County Cougars. Wearing their gray jerseys, gray shorts. Morehead wearing white jerseys, white shorts. Got red numbers and letters for Morehead.
Goolsby on the
it's
three.
It's an off-balance three from the wing, making it 14-15. It remains close. Quorum's got it on the logo, gives it back to Woods in front of the Rockingham County bench. Now a cross-court pass to Webb. Webb in front of the visitor's side, gives it to Quorum on the volleyball attack line. And they continue the ball movement amongst Quorum, Webb, and Woods. Number 4 would be Braxton Dillard for the Cougars. He is on the court for the first time tonight. We've got 18 seconds left in the first. Quorum's got it near side. Quorum over to Zach Webb. Zach Webb inside to Titus Woods. 10 seconds left in the first. Woods draws it out. He's glad there's no shot clock. 5 seconds. 4, 3, drives, floats it, misses it. Offensive rebound, Peterson. Tried to get it out to Webb, didn't do so in time. We head to quarter number 2 with a 15-14 Morehead lead in a thriller of a county rivalry, conference rivalry matchup. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger yard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member.
Very similar numbers for both teams. Panthers 6 of 13 shooting 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Cougars 6 of 13 shooting 2 of 6 from beyond the arc in the first quarter.
James Thomas inbounds to Ladarius Dillard. Dillard goes right. Hand off to Thomas. Thomas the handoff to Braxton Dillard. Dillard makes an ill-advised pass, and it's stolen by Quorum after bouncing around a little bit. Zach Webb, pull-up three. Misses the spot-up jumper. Going the other way, Ladarius Dillard one-on-one with Peterson. The finger roll in and out. Too much spin on it. Knocked out to Ty Begley, though, who floats it up, and he misses it. Not Ty Begley. That was, I believe, Jaden Maletich. On the other end, it's Quorum. Quorum drives, and he lays it in. 17-14, Morehead extends their lead to 3. Jumping ahead for the Cougars, it's Ladarius Dillard wearing number 3. He'll give it to Braxton Dillard. Dillard draws it out. To Goolsby in the corner. Rockingham County on the perimeter looking to tie it. Braxton Dillard will try and fail. Tavion Peterson's got it. Gives it over to Titus Woods. Woods to Webb. Webb on the near side wing. Takes one dribble with his right hand and gives it to Woods, who will reset the offense. Guarded one-on-one heavily by Ladarius Dillard. Now inside, Roy Thompson. He's backwards, back to the basket. He's fouled on the way up.
Looks like the foul is going to go against Goolsby. No, it's called against Begley.
Roy Thompson wearing number 5 will shoot 2 at the line, as we have had a fantastic game, and it has been neck and neck throughout. 6:35 to go in the second. Now an 18-14 lead for the Morehead Panthers as Roy Thompson drills the first free throw. Tavion Peterson checks out for Aiden Haygood, and Ladarius Dillard will check out for the first time this game in favor of Tony Blackwell.
And our sponsor, Tri-State Steel, in the comments. Thanks for listening in. Thanks for your sponsorship.
Yes, special thanks to Tri-State Steel for making this possible as Roy Thompson hits the second free throw of 2. Giving the Panthers a 19-14 5-point advantage. Drives, kick out. It'll be Tony Blackwell with the basketball. On the edge of Morehead's logo, he dribbles forward. Now inside, puts up the shot, but missed it, and it'll go flying into Morehead's bench. They'll say it's out of bounds, touched last by the Cougars. Here comes the inbound from Roy Thompson. Thompson gives it over to Titus Woods with 6:10 to play in the first half. 5-point lead for Morehead. Woods over to Corum. Corum back to Woods. Woods inside as Roy Thompson will nail it with the left hand. 7-point lead, their largest advantage of the night. Morehead Panthers in control. 21-14 as Tony Blackwell dribbles it left. Hands it off to James Thomas. Going right, puts it up from the elbow, in and out. Corum gets it, and they will call a foul underneath the basket against Rockingham County. It's going Morehead's way.
We had a push-off by Goolsby.
Thompson bounces it over to Titus Woods. Woods, the point guard, who gives to Corum, over to Woods. Described as a vocal leader by Coach Damian Price in the preseason interview as he shouts out to his teammates some directions. Corum misses the three. Fight for the rebound, though. Roy Thompson, what an effort. Beats two defenders. Inside Corum, though, too strong off the backboard and a little bit off target. Rebound will go to Braxton Dillard. The sophomore passes it over to fellow sophomore Tony Blackwell. On the baseline, inside, Camden Lee kicks it out, and Braxton Dillard will cut it to a 4-point disadvantage. 21-17, Morehead with the lead. Woods has got it over to Thompson. Thompson to Zach Webb. Webb over to Woods, but back to him. Holding on to the basketball, it's Woods, who stands on the near side Morehead M and gives to Corum. Wide open three in the corner. And of course, you do not leave having Corum open for three. You just don't do it. 24-17 lead here in the second for the Panthers. It is tipped to Camden Lee.
Oh, Lee with the answer.
The triple.
Braxton
24-20
with the assist.
Corum thought about trying to respond on the other end, but he was double teamed. Gives it up top to Thompson. Zach Webb over to Woods. Back to Webb. Thinking about trying to complete the trifecta of threes. He does not. Woods tried to make a no-look pass. It'll bounce off the knee of a Rockingham County defender and end up in the arms of Jaden Maletich. And here's another three-point attempt from Tony Blackwell. He misses it. Gives it over to Camden Lee, though. Lee misses as well. Little in the basket on that possession as Titus Woods marches ahead. Inside to Roy Thompson. Thompson almost loses it. Picks it up, though, and gives it to Woods. Woods to Webb. Webb short on the triple. Going to the other side of the guys from Wentworth. Jaden Maletich gives it up, and Braxton Dillard will swish it from deep. 24-23, blink and you miss it. They cut it from a 7-point deficit to a 1-point deficit as Titus Woods crosses the timeline. No, he doesn't. He is swarmed by Cougars defenders. Makes the pass to Haygood, though. And now Corum, open again, though. Has to pump fake as Goolsby covers him. Cross-court pass, it's Webb! As soon as it left his hand, you knew it was going in. As Coach Damian Price will apparently call a timeout for the Panthers. A 27-23 lead for the Panthers in this exceptionally entertaining game. Tonight's game brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive. We can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore offers several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 of Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. 27-23, Morehead in command, but Rockingham County with the basketball with 2:37 to go in quarter number 2. Camden Lee will inbound on the court as well For the Cougars, Braxton Dillard, Tony Blackwell, Nick Goolsby, and Jaden Maletich. All of the starters are out, aside from Nick Goolsby. For Morehead, they've got Titus Woods, Zach Webb, Aiden Haygood, Roy Thompson, and Skylar Perez on the hardwood. Aiden Haygood, Titus Woods, Roy Thompson, the starters on the court, as well as Zach Webb. Excuse me, Webb was not a starter tonight, as it's stolen by Morehead.
Well, shot
Here's
attempt
Thompson.
on the three-pointer was Blackwell and missed. And
Perez, though.
Oh, that's Perez.
With a deep three. That looked like Corum, though. That was right-handed Corum right there with that deep three. 30-23. Morehead leads by 7 again. Jaden Maletich inside, too strong and too high off the backboard. Zach Webb the board. Going the other way is Woods. Woods to Perez. Perez another three. No good this time, though. Jaden Maletich the rebound. Number 12 pushes it forward. Tony Blackwell's got it. Blackwell double teamed by Webb and Woods. Misses the shot. Rebound garnered by Braxton Dillard. Braxton Dillard misses it, though. And Aiden Haygood, number 25, pulls down the rebound. Woods, the point guard, marches forward for the Panthers. Aiden Haygood guarded one-on-one by Braxton Dillard. Gives it inside to Thompson. Thompson fakes the pass. Now he will pass it. Woods, full steam ahead.
Oh,
Misses
nearly
a tough
hit
shot. Rebound, though, will go to Thompson,
Oh!
who goes up strong but has it taken from him, and he will hit the deck with his back. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Chance for the largest lead of the night for the Morehead Panthers as Thompson stands in 15 feet out. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com. Happy to have you along. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, and leave a comment in that order. Thompson's first free throw is good. Morehead finally leads by 8. 31-23. With 76 seconds to go till half. Here comes the second free throw. Rebound will go to Braxton Dillard. Dillard goes across half court and makes a pass to number 2 in the corner, Josh Shotwell. Now on the far side wing, it's Camden Lee. Lee gives it up to James Thomas, who's back on the court. Thomas, oh, what a step back. Just can't connect on the 3. On the other end, it's Titus Woods. He'll give it to Aiden Haygood. Haygood puts it up, high off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Camden Lee fights for it and brings it down. James Thomas goes to the other side now. Thomas inside, Zaylen Hargrove gets the roll. Now a 6-point game. 31-25, Morehead with the lead. Half a minute to go in the second. Tavion Peterson back in after a big first quarter. He misses the 3, but a rebound, and on the cleanup crew is Skylar Perez. 33-25, Morehead. James Thomas driving through traffic, gives it up to his teammate number 4, who misses the 3, and going up strong is Zaylen Hargrove. He's fouled on the way up.
And Titus Woods picks up his second personal. And he's the only Morehead Panther who has any fouls tonight. Hargrove will go to the line again.
Zaylen Hargrove's first free throw is off the front of the rim.
I should say for the first time.
Zaylen Hargrove, one of 2 freshmen on the basketball team. It's a young team, but it's mostly made up of sophomores and juniors. Here's his second free throw. Yes, sir. 33-26. Morehead leads by 7. 15 seconds to go in the second as they struggle to get the ball up court. It's Isaiah Abdu with the basketball. Abdu drives, loses it, gives it to Skylar Perez, though. Perez fakes the 3, gets some space, missed it. Rebound will go to Rockingham County as time expires. 16 minutes into the ball game, a 33-26 lead for the Morehead Panthers over the Rockingham County Cougars as they look to avenge last year's overtime loss on this very court. 7-point lead for the Panthers, who are 13-3 against the Cougars under Coach Damian Price. We've had some close games over the years. It's a 7-point game right now since Price took over in 2017-18. Morehead won 62-57 in the 17-18 season. They won 79-77 in overtime in the 18-19 season. Rockingham County responded in that same season with a 60-59 victory. Then in 2020-21 season, Morehead gets a 67-61 victory. And of course last year in overtime, Rockingham County with the 84-80 victory. So we've had 5 games within 6 points over the years, and we might end up with one of those here tonight, even though it's a 7-point game right now. Now Hatley, who has been working very hard to keep stats and commentate during this first half, will be able to let us know what the numbers are looking like.
That was a lot of back and forth.
See, look, he's not as good as I said. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It has been a very chaotic first half. As you mentioned, Hatley, I mean, they're passing the ball, and then it's stolen, and then 3 seconds later, they've thrown the ball to 6 different teammates, and it's chaos out on the court. Wouldn't expect anything less, though, just looking at it going into the game, how evenly matched these two teams were when it comes to not the on-court stuff, but just looking at their schedules, how they've lined up, looking at their strength of schedules, looking at how many wins and losses they've had. Both of their best wins came against Bethany Community. So I expected this to be kind of a close fight, even though I gave Morehead the edge because of their intense differences in home and away that have also existed in the rivalry. So, we've had the chaotic first 16 minutes that we predicted. I wouldn't be shocked if we see it again in the final 16. Thanks for joining us on RoCo Radio's Facebook or YouTube. If you're listening there, you can talk a little bit in the comments. It usually goes off topic in the comments, but you can still comment. It's okay. It doesn't even have to be on topic. I think last week we got into how many Dollar Generals in Rockingham County there are. And that led to something about hot dogs, and then about ranking the hot dogs that are at the different concession stands in the counties. So, look, you can talk about whatever you want in the comments. It's usually not about basketball. But, yeah, thanks for joining us on Facebook or YouTube. You can do so there. Or you can, if you're listening on RoCoRadio.com or Substack, we're happy to have you there as well. Now, Hatley, are you ready?
I am.
Halftime stats for both teams. Here we go.
Ladarius Dillard, 4 points, 1 assist. Tony Blackwell with a couple of rebounds. Nick Goolsby, 6 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block. James Thomas, 2 points, 2 assists. Jaden Maletich, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Camden Lee with 3 points and an assist. Red has 1 rebound. Ty Begley with 2 rebounds. Zaylin Hargrove with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. Braxton Dillard with 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds for the Rockingham County Cougars. Over on the Morehead Panthers side, Kevin Corum with 7 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Skylar Perez, 5 points with 1 rebound. Titus Woods, no points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Thompson has 3 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. Cassell has 2 points. Tavion Peterson with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Webb has 3 points and 1 rebound. And Aiden Haygood with 3 points and 3 rebounds for the Morehead Panthers, who lead at the half 33-26.
Thank you, Hatley. So one of the things, I covered a game where I can't take stats, even if I'm not commentating, for rebounds, assists, everything. So I covered a game, didn't commentate it, but I did a write-up on Substack, and all I had were the points to go off of. And this is one of those games where that wouldn't tell the full story at all, especially for Titus Woods, who has 5 assists, but that doesn't even tell the whole story. If you take Woods off the court with how he is just a floor general, he's a vocal leader, he just commands the offense out there, and he seems to be in control, which can be calming for the other players. Without him out there, they're not leading by 7, and they'd probably be down by now, even though he's got zilch next to his name on the points part of the scorebook. He's doing fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, just a chaotic back and forth first half. The Rockingham County Cougars shooting 10 of 25 from the field, so 40% clip, 5 of 13 from beyond the arc. Over on the Morehead side, 12 of 28 from the field, so very similar shooting, a couple of more makes, and 5 of 14 from beyond the arc. So extremely similar numbers, just a couple of more made shots for the Panthers. And the Panthers have they're 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and the Cougars are 1 of 3 from the free throw line. So a good, clean game, very back and forth, not a lot of fouls. The officials have been letting them play, and it's been pretty clean. It's been an enjoyable game to watch so far.
Had a couple of lead changes early on, a couple of ties, but ultimately it's been Morehead leading by like 1 or 2 points, 1 to 4 to 7 points throughout.
Yeah. I mean, it's with a couple of little 1-2 point swings here and there. It's basically been Morehead the whole way. You know, they haven't relinquished the lead. They've gone up by as much as 7, and Rockingham County had come back, cut the lead to 1. Morehead would pick up another little mini run of about 5 or 6 points. And, you know, we've said it before many times, basketball is a game of runs. And the Cougars, when they do get on a little small run, they just aren't quite catching up before Morehead comes up with an answer. And Morehead, who hasn't had any really huge runs either, it's kept this game very close.
I think the reason I think they both had, I guess this is not a run. They've had anti-runs. They've both had runs at the same time. So it's like, oh, okay. So
yeah, it's like they just start trading baskets for 15 points.
So it's an offensive run, but it's on both sides, so it cancels out. So it's like, oh, you never hear ESPN say, well, Rockingham County's on an 8-8 run because they've scored the last 3 baskets. But they've also given up 3 baskets. So both teams, very, very efficient offensively. It's not super high scoring, 33 to 26. I mean, that's mid-tier. But they're answering for what each other does. And it's leading to the pendulum continuing to swing throughout, even though Morehead has stayed with the advantage for a little bit.
Yeah, and both teams shooting around 40% from the floor. You know, not phenomenal shooting by any means, but about average for basketball. You know, you've got professional basketball players, and if you can hit 33% of your three-point shots, you're one of the best shooters in the world.
That's true. Thanks for joining us. YouTube, Facebook, Substack, RoCoRadio.com. As we bring you county rivalry action. Both teams traveling very well. I think we're on the Rockingham County side of the gym, and it feels like there's just as many people here as there are on the other side.
Yeah, and you got the pep band on one end and the cheerleaders on the other, back behind the baskets. It's this environment at Morehead for basketball is just it's amazing. You know,
it's on another level.
They come out with the pep band, and their band is very, very well trained, good bunch, and it really gives the basketball experience what you really think of when you think of high school and college basketball. You don't get this kind of stuff in the pros.
And you usually don't get it at the high school level, to be fair. I mean, this is kind of like a college atmosphere. I say D2,
it really is.
College atmosphere.
It really is more like a college atmosphere. You got the bigger gym here, the biggest gym in the county, and you know, while the stands aren't packed, you got good-sized crowds on both sides.
Yeah, but it's not packed because it's such a huge.
Oh yeah, this gym is huge.
It's kind of like what we were talking about with state football championships. It's like, okay, have it at Lenore Ryan so it looks like there's 7,000 people there, not at Chapel Hill where it looks like nobody's there.
You know, there was standing room only at Lenore Ryan. You had that same game at Chapel Hill, and the stands look like they're 1/5 full.
That's what I'm saying. If we come to the Rockingham County Morehead game that's at Rockingham County,
It'll be standing room only there.
Yeah. All right, here comes Tavion Peterson with the inbound for Morehead. They lead by 7. He's trying to increase that lead as they put 8 minutes back on the clock and put 3 for the quarter. Titus Woods has it. So he slowly crosses the timeline and gives it to Corum. Rockingham County in a 2-3 defense. Woods makes a bad pass to Goolsby, but Goolsby loses it. Goolsby gets it back. It bounces off his shin, gives it to Braxton Dillard, who almost loses it on the baseline. Thomas has it near side 3. Broken play, but he missed the 3. Ladarius Dillard, the long rebound. Here's James Thomas. So this is going to be no less chaotic, I guess. Braxton Dillard's got it. Now he'll hand it over to Zaylen Hargrove, who misses it. The deep 2. Offensive rebound, though. Kick out Ladarius Dillard. He misses as well. And Zaylen Hargrove tried to get the rebound. He falls down, and they say it's out off of Tavion Peterson. Ooh, that was all in 43 seconds. I feel like an auctioneer. Thomas over to Zaylen Hargrove. Hargrove has it stolen though by Corum. Corum to the other end, gives it to Peterson. Peterson lays it in. 2 Rockingham County defenders trailing. He'll put it in high off the glass and make it 35-26 Morehead. Their largest lead of the night. They haven't led by double digits yet.
And Tavion Peterson now with 12 points on the night.
Inside James Thomas on the cut. We'll hand it over to Braxton Dillard, who draws it out. Number 4 passes to number 11, who's guarded loosely by Woods. Makes the pass, the extra pass. Braxton Dillard with the tray.
Off the assist from Ladarius Dillard.
35-29, 2-possession ball game here in Eden. Deep pass to Tavion Peterson, who misses the 3. Goolsby gathers the board and hands it over to Braxton Dillard. Braxton Dillard to Ladarius Dillard. Ladarius, one of 2 returning players for the Cougars this year, lays it in
what a
after
drive.
creating a shot. 4-point ball game, 35-31. Tavion Peterson has it on the far side, short corner, who picked up his dribble, gives it to Woods. Woods to Haygood. Haygood, corner 3. Corum. Not it.
Rebound to Dillard.
Braxton Dillard dribbles the other way. No, he doesn't. He gives it to James Thomas, who dribbles the other way. And Thomas will be fouled on the way up. Backboard rim and out, but he'll head to the charity stripe to shoot a couple.
Titus Woods picks up his 3rd on the shot attempt from Thomas.
Thomas dribbles a little bit.
And he'll hit the free throw line for the first time tonight.
He misses the first free throw. Still 35-31 as Rockingham County has a chance to cut it to a 1-possession game with Thomas at the line. Their unequivocal team leader according to coach Eddie Anglera. Thomas makes the second one, so it's now 35-32 Morehead. 3-point ball game. Woods has got it. Woods picks it up, passes inside to Haygood, and it will go up to the cheerleaders. One of them wasn't paying attention.
And it's a tip, so it'll stay with the Panthers.
As Woods will inbound. It could have been way worse for that cheerleader.
And one!
Roy Thompson. A powerful move.
Inbound from Woods for the assist to Thompson.
37-32 Morehead with the lead. That free throw was good. 38-32.
And Thompson improves to 2 of 3 from the line, and he's got 6 points.
Coincidentally, Morehead leads by 6. Maybe it's not a coincidence. Ladarius Dillard draws it out. Now he'll drive. Thinks about it. Gives it to Goolsby. Goolsby going right. Giving it up to Braxton Dillard. Gives it to Ladarius. Ladarius back out. Braxton. The 3.
Oh,
yeah.
The little 2-man game. Ladarius Dillard and Braxton Dillard.
38-35. After the man with different colored shoes hits the 3.
And Braxton Dillard has 12 points.
Corum over to Roy Thompson. Thompson over to Woods. Now to Corum. Corum, the 3. Tried
Off
to
the
respond,
mark.
couldn't.
Rebound to Thomas.
Thomas with a rebound, even though Tavion Peterson was fighting with him for it. Braxton Dillard, number 4, will sling a pass to Goolsby in the corner for the 3, and they tie the ball game. And a technical foul called on Goolsby after the 3 to tie the game for the second time tonight. Apparently he celebrated.
Well, Goolsby now has 3 personals plus that technical.
Sounds like a Jonathan Hatley basketball game. He'd be ejected by now. It's the third quarter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd have been out.
He'd be gone.
I'd have been out in the first half.
So with 4:38 to go in the third, there is some commotion amongst the referees and the Morehead bench.
I make Draymond Green look calm.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Kevin Corum will shoot the technical free throws, it looks like.
We are all knotted up at 38 apiece, but Kevin Corum could change that here as Goolsby hit a massive 3 but then celebrated and gets charged with the tee. Corum had praise heaped on him by Coach Tubbs before the season, called him the best conditioned player on the squad, who improved on everything. When I asked what he improved on, he said just everything. He said most players, as Corum hits the second free throw, make it 40-38. I asked him about, is there a bigger leap from the sophomore year to the junior year, or the junior year to the senior year? He said, well, Corum made 2 leaps. He said he made the sophomore and junior leap, and he made the junior to senior leap, and we're seeing that here. Now 40-38 as Morehead inbounds the ball. It's Titus Woods, a quarterback, getting ready to cross the timeline. He does.
And after those 2
Back
free
to Woods on
throws,
the Panther
Corum's got
logo.
9.
Over to Woods, driving right. Zach Webb's got it, gives it to Haygood. Haygood takes a dribble, puts it up strong, and
Wow.
he will lay it home, 42-38. Rockingham County scores a 3 to tie it. They're on a 6-0 run. They're riding high. 4 points scored on that one possession because of the technical foul. And now it's 42-38, Morehead. 3 from Braxton Dillard, misses it off the right side of the rim.
Rebound goes to Woods.
And now Corum will lay it in on the other end. Just like that, Morehead is back up 6. And like you were saying at halftime, Hatley, every run is met with another one. 3:50 to go in the third, 44-38 Morehead. Ladarius Dillard seems...
Oh, good drive and little floater from
He was trying
Ladarius
not
Dillard.
to slip on that play, but he will make the shot to make it a 4-point game. Corum's got it near side as it's tipped into the sky by Goolsby, knocked out of bounds, and they'll say it was off of Goolsby last. He can't believe it. He thinks it was off of the fingertips of Corum.
Yeah, you've already got a technical. You better calm down.
Words of wisdom from Jonathan Hatley as Titus Woods inbounds as it's stolen behind the back throw, but to Zach Webb to
And
save it
rebound
from
to
going out of
Thomas.
bounds as Thomas goes the other way. Ladarius Dillard's got it now. Gives it to Goolsby. Thought about a corner 3. Over though to Braxton Dillard, who has it
Blocked by
stripped.
Corum.
Now Woods goes. 2-on-2. Corum. High off the glass, missed it. Fight for the rebound. It's out towards the bench. Zach Webb dives on it, but in front of the Morehead bench, it's out of bounds. Still a 4-point lead for Morehead as Rockingham County will dribble the other way. James Thomas, multi-sport star, will inbound. Ladarius Dillard drives. Dillard puts it up.
Oh,
It's
what a
good.
play through contact. Ladarius Dillard.
Cuts the deficit in half. Now 44-42. Here's the inbound for Corum.
Down low to Haygood.
Haygood has
And that's
it blocked.
blocked by Goolsby.
Goolsby with an insane rejection. Thomas on the other end trying to tie it. He'll throw it over to Ladarius Dillard. Dillard draws it out. They've got a chance to tie it or take the lead, down by 2 here. Dillard, spin move, going to the hole. He's got it.
And Dillard has taken over this third quarter.
For the second time in the third, we are tied, 44-44. We've had 4 6-0 runs in a row. Aiden Haygood with the 3. In and out. Thomas the rebound. He scored 18 against Morehead last year, one of the best performances of his high school career up to the point. Ladarius Dillard almost got the lead. I don't know what happened. That was like a rigged arcade game. as it goes in and out. Woods has it. He gives it to Webb on the far side corner. Now Woods dribbles right. Number 3 from Morehead gives it to number 1. Back to number 1. The seniors trading time with the ball. Now Zach Webb has it. Back up top. And Corum thinks about a 3. Goes left. Takes a long 2. It's short. Zaylin Hargrove the rebound. Another chance for Rockingham County to gain the lead. Thomas has it. Thomas thinks about it.
To Dillard.
Ladarius Dillard drains the 3. 47-44, Rockingham County back in command. And for the first time in the third quarter, they have got the advantage. 72 seconds left in the third as Woods dribbles on the logo. Corum's got it far side. Now back to Woods. Woods staying calm as it knocked into the air by Braxton Dillard. It was knocked into the air by Ladarius. Braxton comes away with it. Braxton now inside. Zaylin Hargrove pump fakes. Tries to lay it in, but he missed it. Woods the board. 3/4 of a minute remaining till the final quarter. Zach Webb has it. Webb out. Haygood. Corum to tie it. We are at 47 apiece. Half a minute to go in the third. Ladarius Dillard behind the back, loses it off his foot.
Oh, turnover. Ladarius Dillard will go off for a well-deserved rest. He has taken over this third quarter and basically single-handedly brought the Cougars back into this game, all tied up at 47.
Here comes Woods the other way. Woods crosses the timeline. 15 seconds left in the third. They're all tied up. Trying to break the tie as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Thompson. Back to Woods. Over to Peterson. Back to Woods. 5, 4, 3. Drives. Puts up a crazy floater. Missed it. 1 second left. And we will head to the final quarter. All tied up at 47 apiece. As Skylar Perez
is writhing in pain on the ground.
Hitting the floor.
Kind of clutching his back.
Coach Bryce comes to check on him.
Yeah, clears his players off of him.
Chaotic.
Training staff out.
Third quarter, though. All right, at one point, it was 38-32. Morehead with the lead. 6-0 run from Rockingham County ties it up. Met with a 6-0 run by Rockingham County, 44-38. Met with a 9-0 run by Rockingham County. I misspoke. 6-0 run by Morehead to respond to the 6-0 run by Rockingham County. Rockingham County answers back with a 9-0 run to make it 47-44. And then Kevin Corum, who else, will drill the triple to tie it up. We've got it 47-47 heading into quarter number 4. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a Value Community member. Skylar Perez in pain will get up and walk to the bench. Number 2 helped a little bit, but he is able to go by himself to the bench. As mentioned at halftime, when it was not a tied game, now it's a tied game, so it's even more relevant. We've had 5 games within single digits in the Coach Price era over the past 8 seasons. Between these two teams, they've played 16 times, and Morehead has won 3 of the 5 single-digit matchups, but 2 of the 3 Rockingham County wins over the past 8 seasons against Morehead have come in single-digit wins, 1 by 5 points, 1 in overtime.
Inbound goes to Begley and back to Thomas on the left side.
Thomas guarded by Woods. Thomas tries to shake him and will hold on. Now he goes left, gives it up to Begley. who kicks it out to Braxton Dillard, who's having a great game thus far. Kick out, though. Begley, the triple. Missed it. Rebound, though. Braxton Dillard.
Wow.
49-47. Rockingham County with the lead. Tavion Peterson has it on the far side. Now Quorum's got it. Roy Thompson holds on. Quorum's got it back to Peterson. It's stolen. Braxton Dillard again. Pump fakes, though. He was trying to draw the foul. Misses the layup. And now it's taken by Titus Woods. And on the other end, the full court pass as Thompson lays it in. 49 apiece. James Thomas has got it. Tries to shake the defender, and they will call a charge on him for extending the elbow.
No, first foul against Thomas tonight.
Woods has got it. Quorum, corner three. In and
Off
out.
the mark.
Haygood tries to get the rebound, though.
Goolsby
It's
comes
tipped
up with it.
to Goolsby, and he is fouled by Quorum.
That's Quorum's first. James Thomas will bring it up.
Here comes number 11. He had a great season in football. Giving it up to Begley. The three will miss. That was actually Camden Lee. Kick out, though. Braxton Dillard misses the triple as well. Woods has got it on the other end. Tavion Peterson is there, but he's going to draw it out and let the offense reset. Rockingham County adjusts into a 2-3. Quorum's picked up his dribble, gives it to Woods. Woods on the attack line, inside. Thompson goes up, he's fouled. Thompson with a chance to take the lead back that Morehead enjoyed for most of the game before relinquishing it in the third. Samuel Quorum in the comments says, Tubbs needs to put Tavion back in. He said that at the end of the third. Well, he has. And Tavion Peterson making an immediate impact. He's become one of the most improved players in the county, in my opinion. Roy Thompson's first free throw is good, making it 50-49 Morehead.
Yeah, Tavion Peterson really stepped up this season versus last season, has become a pivotal player for the Panthers.
Second one is good as well. 51-49, Panthers in command. Bryson Dillard dribbles forward and gives it to Goolsby. On the far side, now Darius Dillard will kick it out. Here's a spot up three, in and out as Aiden Haygood holds on. Gives it over to Woods. He tries to get his offense in position, and we'll give it to Tavion Peterson. Pearson over to Woods. Woods dribbles right, gives it to Pearson in the corner. Now Haygood's got it. Haygood shoots. Can't extend the lead. Braxton Dillard garners the rebound. Guarded by Roy Thompson. He'll drive right past him. Now the spin move as he's picked up his dribble in front of the Rockingham County bench. Darts it over to Goolsby. Goolsby misses the three. Thompson the rebound as Rockingham County has only scored 2 points in the first 3 minutes of the fourth. Morehead hasn't done much better. They've scored 4. 51-49. Panthers in command as Titus Woods holds it on the Cat logo. Woods pressured. We'll give it to Quorum. Inside now. Guarded heavily is Thompson, who jumps and
travels up and down.
Inbound from Goolsby coming up.
Bad decision. Didn't know where he was on the court. Went up with it. Realized he was behind the basket and came down with it.
The junior wearing number 5 sends it in to Jaden Maletich. Maletich gives it to Ladarius Dillard. Ladarius, who's guarded heavily by players in white jerseys, gives it up to Braxton Dillard.
A little bit more of a half-court trap look from the Panthers now.
Jaden Maletich gives it to Braxton Dillard. Braxton fakes the three. Ladarius for the lead. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
52-51. Rockingham County takes the lead back. Tavion Peterson, though, can't respond. Going the other way, Ladarius Dillard. Double teamed, all by himself. Puts it up through contact, missed it. Gets his own rebound, goes up strong. It's good. 54-51. And a timeout called by Coach Price. And is that going to be a full timeout?
It looks like it. Yep, full timeout.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe ballers to square tubing to finger gun material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That'll be 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a value community member. We are halfway through the fourth quarter, 54-51. Morehead has taken a back seat to the Rockingham County Cougars.
Well, Jay, the difference maker in this game has been Ladarius Dillard. Came into halftime with 4 points, now has 20.
Crazy. And this has been the half where they've taken over. Ladarius Dillard might be the answer. Tyus Woods will dribble up the court. Morehead is down by 3, a position they have not been in for most of the game. Both of these teams desperate for a win after playing insanely difficult schedules. Zach Webb's got it. Webb back up to Woods. Woods over to Corum. Corum back to Woods. 3-point ball game, 3:45 to go in the fourth.
And you got the two Dillards up top at guard, Ladarius and Braxton.
2-3 defense from the gray and black. Going up is Woods. Over to Corum. They are taking their time, 36 seconds into the possession. Back out to Corum. Corum, spin move. Gives it up to Woods. Still taking their time. Cross-court pass to Webb. Webb over to Corum. We are 50 seconds into this possession. Webb, the three. Short. But it's tipped back through two Cougars' hands to Morehead. Woods got it again. We're a minute into this possession as it's knocked out of bounds as Tubbs tried to save it, but it goes to a fan.
Jaden Maletich tips it out of bounds, but the possession will stay with the Panthers.
4 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the game. Morehead calls timeout. They've still got the ball with 2 minutes, 59 seconds to go. Tyus Woods will hold on, gives it to Corum. They are down by 3, though, to the guests. Woods has it on the far side, on the wing. Takes it to the rack, and it's knocked away, stolen. Jaden Maletich has it. Maletich drives, puts it up, high off the glass. Almost knocked out of bounds. Ladarius Dillard saves it. At the top of the key, Camden Lee misses the triple. Roy Thompson with the rebound. And he is fouled by Braxton Dillard. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. A 54-51 Rockingham County lead as Morehead has the basketball in this county rivalry matchup.
Tell you, 3-point game, 8 turnovers to 8 turnovers. This is just everything we expect it to be, Jay.
As evenly as matched as it can be. Webb's got it, gives it up to Woods. Back to Webb. Webb now goes left. Webb to Corum. Corum back to Webb on the near side wing. Does a spin move and makes an
bad pass.
It'll go
over
to the
Woods' head.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go, too, and their possessions are developing slowly. Can't really afford that right now, down by 3.
And Webb will come out. Tavion Peterson checks back in, and we've got a timeout.
54-51, the Rockingham County Cougars in command. Morehead led for most of the first, second, and third quarters. Rockingham County took a lead for the first time in a long time. They led a couple of times narrowly in the first, but this was never out of reach. It was never going to be shocking if Rockingham County took advantage. They went on a 9-0 run to take the 3-point advantage. We were tied at 47 coming into this quarter, and it has been fairly evenly matched. Rockingham County scored 2. Morehead answered with 3. No, they answered with 4, and then Rockingham County answered back with 5 of their own. 3-point ball game, though. 128 seconds left here in Eden. Camden Lee will inbound. Ladarius Dillard, James Thomas, Nick Goolsby, and Braxton Dillard on the court. All the starters except for Ty Begley and Zaylin Hargrove. Morehead's got their starters in, all of them. Dribbling up the court will be Ladarius Dillard, and he's double teamed. He gives it up. Braxton Dillard pump fakes, dribbles out, gives it to Thomas on the far side wing. Thomas the handoff. Goolsby takes a three, misses it. Rebound will go to Titus Woods with 1:50 to go in the fourth. He passes to Peterson. It's tipped. It will go out of bounds, and a nice wherewithal from Peterson not to let him touch that, as Woods will inbound for Morehead. Gets it into Haygood on the block. It's knocked away. Stolen by Camden Lee. Thomas on the other end of Braxton Dillard. Tried to lay it in, missed it. But on the cleanup crew, it's Thomas. 56-51, Rockingham County leads by 5. 90 seconds left. Peterson's got it. Morehead's offense looking panicky as Woods is double teamed and he goes back court, but he's fouled. Ladarius Dillard presumably on the foul as Woods was chased by number 3 and number 11. They will call it on Ladarius Dillard.
Well, that's only Dillard's second. Nobody in foul trouble for either team.
56-51, Rockingham County. Morehead with the ball. Woods dribbles forward. Minute 25 to go in the fourth. Woods thinks about a three. Gives it to Peterson, near side wing. Minute 15 to go now. Almost stolen on the pass. Woods gives it to Corum. Corner three.
Off
Does
the
he
mark.
get it? And
Knocked
Rockingham
over
County
to
with the
Dillard.
rebound. Ladarius Dillard full steam ahead. He goes for it. He's fouled. Minute 4 to go. And Eddie Anglero has some words with his team as Ladarius Dillard heads to the line. I'm surprised he didn't try to draw it out and waste time with 64 seconds left.
I think Woods picked up his fourth there. And that's going to send Dillard to the line, who's 0 of 1.
Make that 1 for 2 as he nets the first one, making it a 6-point lead for Rockingham County, their largest lead of the night, coming at the right time. Second free throw is good as well. 3-possession ball game. Rockingham County 58, Morehead 51. Titus Woods dribbles forward. Tavion Peterson near side corner. Overthrows the pass as Goolsby tried to
went
knock
over
it
his
away
back.
and went over the back of Aiden Haygood. That would have ended the game. And Woods wants a tech on Thomas, who went and laid it in on the other end of the court despite the clear whistle. Here comes the inbound for Morehead, who has got a second lease on life.
Well, that's the bonus. Aiden Haygood will step up to shoot 2 on the Goolsby foul, his 4th.
Haygood's first free throw is up, and it's good. He switches that one to make it 58-52. Morehead still in this thanks to the foul from Goolsby.
And Zaylin Hargrove will check in for Camden Lee.
Here's Haygood, who can play every single position. His second free throw is good. Clutch free throws there to keep them in the game, 58-53. Here's the inbound for Rockingham County. Goolsby will send it in. Goolsby looking for somebody to pass it to. Great defense from Morehead. Gets it into Thomas, though. Thomas slips, gets it over somehow by good fortune, but is out of bounds, and they will call
Looked like Coach Anglero got
County.
a timeout.
Ooh, these two teams have caught really lucky breaks. So Tavion Peterson almost throws the game away by overthrowing it to Haygood, but Goolsby goes over the back and fouls him. Haygood makes both free throws. But here's the inbound. Thomas slips. It somehow winds up in the hands of his teammate Braxton Dillard. Dillard takes it, drives down the sideline. He goes out of bounds, but Coach Anglero had called timeout.
I'll tell you.
Luck works both ways.
It's an odd sequence. Both teams just playing at a frenetic pace here late in the game, 51 seconds to go. And both teams are still just full steam ahead. Heck, I think they're running harder now in the fourth quarter than they did in the first.
Exceptionally entertaining ball game here in Eden, and I don't think it's over yet. 5-point game. Rockingham County with the inbound. it'll be Braxton Dillard in on the sideline. Trying to get it in. And he'll get it to Goolsby, who's guarded heavily by Thompson. Back over to Braxton Dillard. Back to James Thomas. Thomas gets it across midcourt to Zaylen Hargrove, who almost goes out of bounds, gets it to Dillard. Braxton Dillard to Ladarius Dillard. Dillard is fouled by Calvin Corum, who swipes at his wrist.
Well, that's only Corum's second.
38.6 seconds left. Still a 58-53 Rockingham County lead. They're not in the bonus. Here's the inbound from Thomas.
Yeah, and they're basically out there playing keep away with a 5-point lead.
Thomas going to send it in. Gets a man, Braxton Dillard, who is fouled by Calvin Corum. And
well, Corum picks up his third, and the Cougars are not to the bonus yet. The fourth team foul.
Zach Webb checks in for Titus Woods.
And Jaden Maletich will check in for Zaylen Hargrove. Or no, that's Camden Lee. Misread the number.
I believe they're looking for shooters on the court. They'll be taking some three-pointers after that sub in. Here's the inbound to Braxton Dillard. Over to James Thomas. Thomas is fouled.
Look like Webb will probably pick up that one.
Thomas wearing the Nikes will step up.
And it's bonus time.
You made that sound like it was Christmas bonus time. It is not as fun as y'all expected. It's free throw time. 58-53. James Thomas trying to extend the lead. He does. 59-53. And now a chance to make it a three-possession game with 34 seconds left on the clock.
Lee will come off. Hargrove back on. Haygood and Woods will step back onto the court. Peterson and Thompson off.
That shot's good as well. 7-point game. 34 seconds left. Inbound to Woods. Woods drives forward quickly. Running out of time, he's got to go straight to the rack, off the glass,
and gets
somehow
it.
Through contact. He wants the and one. Whistle blows after it, and I believe they've called a tech on Coach Tubbs. No, they haven't. Did they call a timeout? They did call a timeout.
Yeah, took a timeout.
So Woods will keep it alive. 5-point game. Only 27.2 seconds remain, though. They're running out of time.
And Woods just drove coast to coast on that one. Put in his first 2 points of the game. I'll tell you, brave move going full speed down the lane with 4 fouls. You know, somebody from the Cougars could have stepped in right where he was running, took the charge, and he'd have been out of this thing.
That's why they took Woods off the court on the last possession. They didn't want him to be the one with the foul.
Yeah, when you're fouling to get the other team to the free throw line, you don't want a guy out there with 4.
So we'll see what Coach Price draws up for Morehead. They're down by 5, though. Not a position they want to be in. They've been down for the majority of the fourth quarter. They led briefly in like the 6 to 7 minute range, but ever since then it has been all downhill. Rockingham County in command, and they're trying to hold on for the last 27 and a fifth of a second.
And they're going to cover this inbound tight. Webb and Peterson back out onto the court. I think they'll pressure the inbound, and if they get it in someone's hands, we're going to see a foul here.
Here's the inbound from Thomas. Thomas looking to throw it deep. He gets it to Dillard, back to Thomas. Thomas is wide open. They got a foul. Peterson, oh, it's stolen.
Throws it away to Webb.
Webb's got it. Webb through contact on the floor. Thompson's got it. It's kicked into the backcourt by Isaiah Abdu, and now a jump ball possession of Morehead. Pandemonium on the court as Thomas was pressured and threw it away, but there's only 12.6 seconds left.
And Morehead will maintain possession on the jump ball. Lee will check out. Hargrove back in.
Here comes Corum to inbound. Woods is on the court. Webb, Aiden Haygood, and Isaiah Abdu is out there as well. Inbound, 12.6 to go. Woods puts up a 3. Keeps the game alive.
Bank shot
in
for Titus Woods.
What a job. 60-58. We've got 8 3/10 of a second to go here in the fourth as the timeout is called. And with how high school free throw shooting works, there is a very good chance. I would almost say that there's a better chance of a player going 1 for 2 than 2 for 2. We got a 2-point ball game here.
Oh, absolutely. And the Cougars have shot pretty well from the free throw line tonight. 6 of 9, so, 67%, which is probably a little bit above average for high school.
But that's closer to 50% than it is to 100% for the Cougars, as they will have to get this in clean, too. Now, Morehead presumably out of timeouts with a 2-point game. So if they steal it, they got to have some heads-up thinking. Thomas will inbound. Goolsby, Camden Lee, Ladarius Dillard, and Braxton Dillard on the court for the Cougars.
Well, Coach Price and his assistant coach, Coach Price, both brilliant basketball minds. I'm sure they discussed that in the huddle during the timeout.
Here comes the inbound. They put 9 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Not sure why. Don't know what we're going to do with that. I'm assuming that means 9.5. Why are you looking at your watch?
I was seeing if it was 9:05.
That makes more sense, okay? I don't think they've synced the scoreboard to the actual time. Guys, we are finishing
No,
the
it's
game
only
at
8:35,
9:15,
so.
That would be a funny way to finish it.
And
But I'm
the
assuming that
officials
means they
over
put
at the
a
scores
yes,
table.
they did
There
put
we
a little
go.
more time on the clock. It went from 8.3 to 9.5 seconds as Coach Price obviously wanted an immediate timeout. Thomas will inbound. Gets it ahead to Braxton Dillard. Dillard not fouled yet, and now Peterson will foul him with about 7 seconds on the clock. It runs down to 6.3. I assume they'll put more time on the clock because Coach Tubbs does not look right now like he wants to let that slide. I mean, his jacket almost came off on that play running down the sideline. They do keep 6.3 on the clock. There's no conversation with the scores. Braxton Dillard, the sophomore,
Has
wearing
not
number 4,
attempted
will
any
step
free
up to the
throws
line.
tonight. This will be his first 2 attempts.
They're up by 2. 6.3 seconds to go. His first free throw is good. And now, Braxton Dillard, the sophomore, has a chance to put this game on ice. He's got a wincing look on his face. They're up by 3, 61-58, as Titus Woods talks to him a little bit. Aiden Hager will check in for Roy Thompson to rebound. They might have a timeout left. 6.3 seconds to go. Braxton Dillard to make it a 4-point game. He shoots. It's good. And a full timeout called by Eddie Anglero as Braxton Dillard, with ice in his veins, goes to the line up by 2 and scores both free throws, 1 and 2, on his first free throw attempts of the night to make it a 4-point advantage for the Cougars over their cross-county rivals here in Eden. Thanks for joining us on RoCo Radio's YouTube, Substack, Facebook, or RoCoRadio.com. This is what RoCo Radio is made of. These incredible county rivalry games. Doesn't get much better than this in January. Morehead set to inbound. They've got 6.3 seconds to pull off something crazy. Anglero did call the timeout. I think Morehead might have a timeout left.
Well, I'll tell you, Anglero being the tactician that he is, if they can't manage to steal the inbound, they might foul to keep from
Can't let him do it in the air. Here's the inbound to Peterson. Peterson over to Thompson. Thompson got to put it up. He does. It's off target. Off target. Rebound Zaylen Hargrove. And the Rockingham County Cougars have taken down the Morehead Panthers for the 3rd time in a row. After being on a 10-game losing streak to Morehead Panthers going into last season, with Dynamite Johnson and the gang, they won twice over Morehead. And last year, they broke the curse with a 4-point win here on this very court. Tonight, they win it 62-58 in a 4-point game. One of the closest games we've seen between these two rivals. We've seen 2 overtime games. We've seen 4-point games. This is one of the 4 closest games that there's been in the Damian Price era. Rockingham County ekes out a victory on Morehead's home court, and this is going to sting for Morehead for a while. Morehead, a team that was 3-3 on their home court and 0-7 away, loses to Rockingham County. Rockingham County earning their very first road victory of the year. Jonathan Hatley going to bring you some post-game stats after a thriller of a ball game between the two teams with logos that are giant cats. What a ball game.
You are not kidding, partner. What a game.
And Rockingham County really exploded in the second half. It was close all game, though. I don't think either team reached a 10-point advantage, so it stayed within single digits, the deficit, all game long. And it was just incredible to see these two teams go at it neck and neck. Both of these teams, say what you want, both of these teams come out of this game better, just skill-wise. This is a good experience for them.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of fans in the stands.
You know, this was a character builder for both teams. Just an amazing game. Good victory for the Rockingham County Cougars. And I'll tell you, with the performance they've had over the course of the season so far, they needed this win big time.
Absolutely. Their first win of 2026 as they improve to 3-11. This is their very first conference win as well, as they will improve to 1-4 in the conference and jump ahead of the Bartlett Yancey Buccaneers, who are 0-3 in the conference. They're still behind Morehead, who is 1-3 in conference play. Jonathan Hatley's got the post-game stats after tallying them all up for the Morehead Panthers and the Rockingham County Cougars. No small feat.
Now for the Morehead Panthers, Titus Woods with a couple of points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Cassell had 2 points. Webb with 3. Perez with 5. Aiden Haygood, 7 points, 5 rebounds. And 3 different Morehead Panthers in double figures. Roy Thompson with 10 points, 9 rebounds, a couple of assists. Tavion Peterson with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. And Kevin Coram with 14 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. And a valiant but losing effort for the Morehead Panthers. Over on the Cougar side, just 6 players scoring points. Camden Lee with 3. He also had an assist to go along with that. Zaylen Hargrove with 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Goolsby, 6 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. James Thomas with 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Braxton Dillard with 16 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and leading the way and taking over the game in the second half was Ladarius Dillard. 22 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds.
Not all in the second half, though, right?
No, he had 4 points going into the second half.
So 18 points in the second half.
18 points in the second half. He took over in the second half and just basically willed the Cougars to victory.
And we can't forget, obviously Ladarius Dillard was the main one, but Braxton Dillard did fantastic.
Yeah, 16 points of his own.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't the points. It was just certain plays. Like, he was able to get open in this half of the court when no one else was to provide someone to pass it to. He was in the right spot at the right time when James Thomas tripped up in an almost devastating play where they were only up 5. They lose the ball. Ladarius Dillard's the only one anywhere near it wearing a gray jersey to grab the ball. He does. Then on the other end of the court with 6 seconds left, this is a sophomore, biggest free throws of his life so far, which probably isn't saying much, but still. I mean, you're a sophomore. You're here on Morehead's court, and you're getting by 2 points, and you go and ice the game. And you could see him visibly wincing after he made the first free throw. That kid was nervous, and he goes and he hits a pair of super clutch free throws. Neither of them hit the backboard. They were both pretty, and that put the game on ice. Fantastic job. Kudos to Ladarius Dillard for all of his points in the second half that led Rockingham County get in the position they were in, and great job to Braxton Dillard for finishing the job.
Yeah, the two-man Dillard and Dillard crew, 38 points combined. let's see, 7 assists, 12 rebounds, couple of steals. You know, the two Dillards were the difference in this game, without a doubt.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening in. Incredible game. Incredible game. Doesn't get much better than this. County rivalry action. Two teams kind of struggling. Two teams with similar records. Two teams with similar opponent schedules and records. On Morehead's court, best gym in the county, and there were a ton of people here for this incredible game for both sides, and you get to see a young star, Braxton Dillard, put 2 amazing free throws through the hoop for the win. And this is one of those games where you come away from it saying these teams didn't play, neither team played good and one team played bad. It was both teams played good, one team played better, and this was a standout night for both teams. Their records do not reflect who they actually are as teams, or at least we can't know that they do because they played such intense schedules. Both teams opposing win percentages in the 60s, and look, they've had tough opponents. So look, these teams are better than their records look like. If you look at them on Max Preps, you think one thing. If you see them in person, you think another thing. And coming away from this one, these teams have got to be feeling better about themselves, even though this loss is going to sting Morehead for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, this game has been the best that we've seen Rockingham County play, and it's been
by far. They've shown
it was
flashes.
The best that we've seen Morehead play.
They've shown both of these teams have shown flashes of, I don't want to say greatness, but they've shown flashes of being competent, good basketball teams that can win a couple of rounds in the conference tournament. And they've done so but they haven't been able to string those together into quarters and halves together. And ultimately, we saw it tonight that both of these teams can play, and all of these players came away from this better basketball players.
Yeah, these are the type of games that really go a long way in boosting your confidence, boosting your abilities, especially during a long season. You know, if you make a deep playoff run, you're going to play 30 basketball games in a year. And I'll tell you, even if you just make the playoffs, you're going to play 24 to 26. It's a long season, and this is the type of forged-in-fire, iron-sharpening iron game that both of these teams needed to really prepare them for the second half of the conference season and prepare them for conference tournament time and possibly playoff time, depending on how the RPIs fall. Morehead in the 4A, Rockingham in the 5A. You know, it's all going to come down to the RPI formula, and we talk about that a lot. But this is the type of game that once you get to the playoffs, you look back on it and it's like, look, we prepared for this. So
absolutely. Well, that'll do it for Jonathan Hatley and I. The Rockingham County girls take down the Morehead girls 55-14, a 41-point victory. Well,
it's 56-15. Still 41 points.
I was close enough.
You were nearly there.
I was this close. Just like the Morehead boys. So 56-15, a 41-point victory. Their largest over the Morehead girls in a few years. Rockingham County extends their win streak over the county opponents to 29 wins in a row. Jesse Well now 17-0 against the Morehead Panthers. And the Rockingham County boys eke out a 62-58 narrow victory over Morehead to improve their win streak over their county rivals to 3 in a row, this time doing it without Dynamite Johnson and every player from last year except for Ladarius Dillard and James Thomas. Ladarius Dillard coming through in the second half with 18 points after only scoring 4 in the first half, and Braxton Dillard putting the game on ice, the sophomore, with 2 free throws, crucial free throws when they were up 2 with 6 seconds to go. Thanks for listening on RoCo Radio, Substack, Facebook, YouTube, or RoCoRadio.com. We were so happy to have you along for County Rivalry action.